Hello, everyone, and welcome to Season 2, Episode 44?
44.
Yeah, I did my math right.
Yeah, you
For
did.
Edge of Legend here on Nat 20 Productions Official on Twitch. It's great to have you all here today. We're going to get right into it with a quick introduction, small recap, and have no fear. Kylie said she will be joining us, but it will be later in the evening. And if she can't, hey, life happens. We love you, and we hope you have a great night, Kylie. That being said, let's say hello to these legends that we have with us this evening. Starting with Wes. Wes, please tell us who you are, who you're playing, and what your pronouns are.
Hi guys, I'm Wes. I play Dragon Targir, the Duskwalker Magus. In other words, I blow things up and hit things with a sword and magic comes out. We're both he, him. Yeah.
Well, next, certainly, that's polite, appreciate it. Next up, we have Sam. Sam, please tell us who you are, who you're playing, and what your pronouns are.
Hello, I'm Sam, and I play Ichibukton Papaqui, also known as La Pacifica Dorita. And our pronouns are she, her.
Excellent. Well, next up, we have Sidney. Please tell us who you are, who you're playing, and what your pronouns are.
Hello, my name is Sidney Rubino. I play Alona, the half-elf cloistered cleric, and our pronouns are she, her.
Nice. Well, last but certainly not least, Randy, please tell us who you are, who you're playing, and what your pronouns are.
Well, howdy there. My name is Randy Alvarenga, and I play Lothier Van Linson, our human druid, and our pronouns are he, him.
Yeah. Well, that just leaves little me. My name is PJ Megaw. I am the GM for Edge of Legend and Nat 20 Productions Official here on Twitch. My pronouns are he, him, and I'll be playing everyone and everything in between this evening. And if you haven't had a chance to see our recap, you can go check it out at our YouTube page, youtube.com/Nat20Prods. I believe Kylie herself made an amazing recap there for what happened last week. But if you haven't had a chance to see that yet, let me tell you what you missed. So we came back from our break for like 3 weeks, and we came back to the sunken, almost say sunken temple. That is from Legend of Zelda. No, the sunken castle of Korrokos. If you all remember the very end of season 1, this is that exact same final stand against the big bad evil guy. Having gone through a whole bunch of shenanigans in the top floor of the dungeon, they fought some undead goblins and undead orcs. They found some more fingers of Korrokos, suspiciously enough, and then decided to jump down, well, not jump, but find their way down from that top floor back to the one they came from. There they decided, you know what? We've been getting a lot of fights. Let's go and take a rest. They took a nap, came back. Lothier was like, hey, I have this water breathing spell, super clutch, cast it on everyone, and now they're going deeper and deeper into the sunken castle of Korrokos, where more of what they're looking for, which is the Blade of the War King and other things, resides. So they jump into the water and continue to swim around, taking in their environment, and just as that happens, Dragon vanishes. And he ends up in the belly of a water orm, a massive underwater sea serpent or dragon that has swallowed him whole and dealt 90 damage out of his maximum 98. In a fit of immediate reactions and ambushes, they're able to deal a good amount of damage to the snake, have them spit up Dragon, and this is where we are going to be starting off today's episode, which means everyone roll initiative.
Starting off the episode with initiative, huh, PJ?
Well, you know, I figured it's either that or Dragon just dies, so let's give you a fighting chance.
Guess what I just rolled?
A nat
Not
one.
the happy, not the happy number. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Wait, already? This early?
But you know, it's
That's what
getting
I
it
just
out.
rolled.
Oh my god! It has.
Oh,
Wow!
wait, it's a 20. Oh, I thought it was a 1.
It's amazing.
It's to balance us out.
You know what?
It's to balance us out.
You know what's truly amazing? How fast Sidney is turning on the people who roll low now.
I will say, even with that, because I have improved initiative, my initiative is 20.
Okay.
Holy
So
cow.
I rolled a 16 and my freaking initiative's 29.
Damn.
So, Sam, you got a crit, but I need to know, what is that a total for?
That is 2 plus 1 is 33.
Okay. And Sidney.
I
was
got
yours?
28.
28. All right. So, that being said, let's get into the fight. Sam's crit of 33 is really impressive, yes. However, I pre-rolled the Orms initiative, and they got a total of 40.
I beg your Hosa Watson?
Yeah.
Did you just... Did you...
Huh.
Okay. Yeah, I love how Randy was in chat like, Pathfinder numbers are so nice. 40?
Yep.
So-
I was taken aback.
Are big numbers.
So with that, the Orm will be going first. However, the Orm will be starting this combat bloodied from all the actions that you have already dealt to it. So, it's already on to a great start. It will, let's see, for its first action, it's going to attack you with... Yeah, it's going to try and bite someone and see maybe if it can go right into the swallow hole once again.
I hope it's not very good.
Who do I... Sam.
Oh! She just got back!
Okay, Sam.
Looks like
Yeah.
snack.
What's
Yep.
your AC? What's your AC, Sam?
Oh, God.
My AC. What is my AC? 24.
24. Well, I have good news for you and bad news for you. The bad news is the bonus would technically make this a hit. However, it was a critical fail out the gate, so it's still a miss.
Yeah!
It wants to bite you and
Good.
Wait a minute. Hold up.
fails miserably.
Too small.
Take a step back. You rolled a nat 1, and it still would technically hit?
All right,
We
so
need to murder
on
this
this,
thing fast.
on this
Yeah, we
Yeah,
do.
we do.
Yeah, we do.
on the second attempt to bite Ichi, that's going to be a 34. You said your
Oh.
AC was 24?
Yeah.
All right. That means this is technically a dirty crit, which means that I'm going to double the damage on this.
Rough.
I don't like it.
Was the
I only like big numbers when there are big numbers.
Yeah, I want me big number.
Okay. So it's going to be 50 damage. You're grabbed, and because of a special ability it has where if it crits on a bite, it automatically swallows whole, I'm going to need you to give me a fortitude save.
Okay. Any bonus for being a rock dwarf? Being difficult to move.
I'm going to say no.
All right. It's just gonna be like a rock in his stomach then. So. What am I rolling for?
Fortitude save?
Oh, 29.
29 will be not enough. Okay, so you're going to take some bonus damage here. As it begins, you can feel its powerful muscles in its entire neck body start crushing you and pushing you down deeper into its gullet. You will take a bonus. So I can find that number. Oh, that's right. There we go. That's going to be, you're going to take an extra 18 damage, and you are now swallowed whole. You're not dead, but you're digesting. It is still possible to save you. And with that, that is the end of the Orm's turn. Top of that round now goes to Sam.
Inside? Oh no.
Do I see or hear or feel
A
Dragon?
heart? I'm not in there anymore. I got spit out.
Oh, you got spit out. Okay, I
I
thought
got
you
spit
were
out.
Okay. It's dark. It's so dark. But not too dark for Ichi to know where her weapons are. So she's gonna attack its stomach from the inside out.
Beautiful. Give me a roll to hit. I will count it flat-footed since you are literally in its square.
But how could she miss?
How could I miss? 29, 10, 11.
Nature finds a way.
That's 31.
31.
Yep.
31 to hit versus its AC is successful. Go ahead and roll damage.
Alrighty. Am I correct? This is a 3d12. Let's see.
Plus strength.
Where are all my d12s?
And in theory, it did attack you. You can activate your revenge rune.
Oh, good. Good. I can't find all my d12s. I'm going to just roll multiple times. Make sure I've got... Okay. We got 3 and a 4. And 3d12. Oh, that's a 6. It says plus 1d6 for I have an impactful rune. That's what that's for, huh? An additional d6.
1d6 force, yeah.
So I got a 4 on that, and then plus 5. And that plus 2 for my revenge. Ichi's revenge, 24 points.
24 points of damage.
Yep.
Okay. As you swing hard, you can feel the whole body bruise and have a horrible reaction to this, and you are spit up immediately.
Oh! Oh! It stinks!
You think it learned after the second time.
Do I have actions left?
Yes, you have, I believe, you only attacked, right? So that would mean you have 2 actions left.
Attack again. Why not? Ichi knows one thing to be true.
Smack.
And that one single truth is Ichi smash.
Ichi does smash. Ichi smash good.
That might not be so good though. That is an 18 plus 7. Which it's been a long day, so we calculate 25.
25 to hit.
Correct.
Let's see here. I believe that will be a miss.
What?
Alas! Ichi slips on some stomach slime.
What did you roll? What was it? 25?
Yeah, it was a 25.
25.
Okay.
So now, in theory, you have one more action.
Ah! I have this feat.
Is that what you guys are into?
That's not included.
I
in the
miss
pamphlet.
you. It's been so long since I've been on stream.
Yeah.
Let's see. Can I use this? I have this feat called. Oh no, it's 3 actions. Cannot use it.
Next time.
Yeah, next time. I'm just gonna do it one more time. Why not? We're just gonna smash one more time. That's a 3 on the die face. That's not gonna do it. Yep.
No, unfortunately not. All right, so you inside get a nice solid shot. The orm convulses from the pain, spits you up to save its life, and as you come out, you get one more swing at it, cracking it on the snoot. But unfortunately, that last swing just can't connect with.
Boop this way.
And from there, we go to Wes. Now, before we continue, I do want you to know that you are technically in underwater combat.
Mhm.
The rules for this will be a little different, and I'll explain them as you do your turns.
Okay.
Yeah.
But can I shoot my gun?
You can, but considering that it is a ranged attack... Oh, no, it does piercing damage. For the most part, you're fine.
Okay. I was going to say, I think I can shoot this underneath the water.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be
Depending.
deafening, but yes, you could totally do that.
Okay. Well, Dragon's very not happy right now. He was just swallowed and then spit up, and it took a lot of damage. So, am I in, like, slashing range of this thing? Or am I shooting range?
Let's see, it spits you up, so you're about maybe 5-10 feet away. You can shoot if you want to, or you can Swim up and stab.
I'm gonna swim up and try and stab this thing. I am going to try and do something cool. It may or may not work. So I'm gonna try and spell strike with Gale Blast in a very unique way, because Gale Blast says it like spins wind around me in a fashion. So I'm going to try and use it to turn myself into a propeller and slice down it and turn it into sushi.
Okay, so you're not using Gale Blast to deal damage, you're using it to enhance your attack, correct?
Well, it's technically a spell strike, but yes.
Okay.
So I'm using it as a spell strike, but I want the momentum of the wind, since I'm underwater, to literally just like spin me right round, and slice this thing up.
Like a record indeed, baby. Here's what I need you to do. Give me an arcane check, because we're getting creative, and I love that, but I want to see how that works out.
Okay, I'm gonna hero point that. Kind of check. I didn't like that number. I like that number much better. That's a 31 on Arcana.
Oh.
Absolutely. That 31 on Arcana means that you're using that Gale Blast just right, and just the right way on that spell strike, that I'm going to negate the -2 penalty that all slashing and bludgeoning attacks suffer when underwater.
Yay! Okay, and here comes the spell strike. All right.
This is going to be terrible. I can just feel it in my bones.
So that is a 35 to hit.
35 to hit. That will hit.
Sweet. Yay, damage. F this thing. Is it an evil creature?
Is the water orm an evil creature? That's a good question. It is not evil. It's just neutral
misunderstood.
hungry. It's just
Neutral hungry.
We're just kind of,
Yeah.
underwater, where there's orms.
We kind of came into its home, and we're small and snack size.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
it's a
we may-
compliment. You're very delicious. You're very, very, you're a snack.
Okay.
Never doing that again, I promise you.
I don't believe it.
I don't believe it. I'm not much of a dork. That would definitely do it again.
Okay. All right, and then I'm just looking at my spell damage. Hold on. Okay. So 31 plus this, and then so it's 39 damage.
39 damage?
Mhm.
Okay.
Nice.
Nice. Okay. It's hanging in, looking pretty beat up. I believe you have one action left, or was that no? Because you also moved to strike it, right?
Did I? That's
Yeah,
what,
you're
that's what I was curious
about-
about. You said I was like 5 meters away.
Yeah. Oh, 5. Yeah, you're 5 feet away. Yeah.
Okay.
So you can definitely attack it one more time.
Okay. Well, I just did the spinny thing at least look cool?
Oh, yeah. You know what? Yeah. Since this is like a badass rule of cool moment, describe what this looks like. Cause I'm imagining like Link from Legend of Zelda kind of stuff.
Yeah. So that's pretty much. It might have been a little what I was going for, but pretty much you see Dragon like cast a spell on his thing and then spin himself around, and he like flies down the side of the Orn, like literally like helicopters through it and slashes up the side of it. And then he's going to whip around in the water and turn and fire the rifle.
Oh my god. Okay. Go right ahead.
Okay, and it's a -4 penalty, correct? Because I'm attacking again.
If the weapon is finesse, it should be a -4. I forgot if it's finesse or not.
It is combination critical fusion versus I don't know.
That's fine. If you don't see finesse, then it's a -5, which makes
-5.
sense because that thing's a huge boy.
That's fine. Ooh, yay! That's a 33 to hit.
33 to hit with a -5?
Yeah, I rolled a 17.
That, goddamn, that hits. It's not a crit though, but that hits.
That's fine. It's okay, and I gotta get my lovely D8s out for this one because the gun does a little bit less damage. Oh, okay, I'll take that. 15 plus a little bit of fire damage. Ooh, 21.
21. How much of that is fire?
6.
6. Okay.
I rolled
You
a
said
six.
21?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can we do fire damage
In the
underwater?
water? Yeah.
Fried
That's a
fishy.
very good question. As you level the weapon and pull the trigger and you see the fire damage, you see the fire looks kind of pathetic and choked by the water around it, and then it slams into the water orm, and you can see by that point there's no burn mark on the orm. It's all the impact of the bullet.
Got it. Noted.
So no
Good.
boiled fish.
No boiled fish,
understood.
but everyone gave me a fortitude save.
Oh, that's
What?
horrifying. I don't like
Everyone
that.
gave me a fortitude save.
Okay, that's all right. 33. It's
Oh.
another 17.
Okay.
Using my hero point.
I'm using my hero point too because that's
You rolled a now. Oh crap.
hero point.
31.
31. Okay, so 30. Yeah, those look good.
Much
Strong shark.
better.
Helicopter.
It's true. The shark is probably the best form you could have taken for this fight because you have like no penalties at all, Randy.
Yeah. That was a 31.
31. Solid.
Mine's a 36.
36.
Damn.
Okay, good. When the effectively the anti-materiel rifle, when the massive tank buster round goes off in the water, none of you are deafened. Thankfully, you hear the horrible noise, but some part of you is able to stop any serious damage to your eardrums.
Wait, is that only underwater or is that anytime he shoots this thing?
If you're
That's
in front of my
underwater.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
barrel. I'm like, if you're in
Got
front
it.
of my barrel on the sides, I would say that would probably make sense because this is a big gun.
Yeah. Because water definitely carries sound and you're trapped in it, and yeah, it's not good. It's not a good time. But with that, Wes's turn is done, and next up we have Sidney.
It's still alive.
Yes. Hey, Sam, how rough you looking?
I mean, if Dragon's still at 8 points, not as rough as Dragon.
I'm messed
trying
up.
I know you're messed up. I'm trying to see if I need to heal both of you or if I can just heal you.
Let's add it up now. Let's find out. That is, we're at 61 out of 129. Half. Is that half?
Ichi's
I
fine.
You're fine. You could be better.
I could be better.
And no one else took any damage, right? It's just Dragon.
He needs
Okay.
it back. He needs it.
All right. Well,
I look like a bluegill, apparently.
since y'all are not in the orm anymore, I'm gonna use the 3-action heal and do a 30-foot emanation of like, I'll do it heightened. No, that's not enough. Because here's the thing: if Dragon's all the way down and that thing hits him again, he's dead. So I think I'm gonna use this new spell that I got when we leveled up, but it's my first time using it. So let me just read it out for you right now because I want to make sure that I'm doing this right, and some of the wording's a little bit confusing.
Okay.
So it's a 4th level spell. It's called Vital Beacon. And it says duration until your next daily preparations. And that's where I'm confused. So vitality radiates outward from you, allowing others to supplicate and receive healing. Once per round, either you or an ally can use an interact action to supplicate and lay hands upon you to regain hit points. Each time the beacon heals someone, it decreases in strength. It restores 4d10 hit points to the first creature, 48 to the second, 46, and 44, and then after that, the spell's over.
So we gotta like run up and give you a hug, pretty much.
It's essentially.
It
yeah.
also sounds like that is just on you for the day until it goes away or you prepare for the next day, is how I'm understanding it.
That is
Okay.
correct. That spell will last upon you until basically you sleep and make new spells.
Okay.
Choose your spells for the day. Now, I will say this. Vital Beacon, awesome spell. However, it will take 1 minute to cast.
So that's my entire turn.
That's 10 turns.
That's 10 turns.
10 turns.
Each turn or round, whatever you want to distinguish it as, is 6 seconds long. So 60 seconds It's 10 rounds.
Yep.
So that's like, yo, before we go in here, I'm gonna
Yeah,
cast this.
that's an out of combat spell, it seems.
Got it.
Yes.
Okay, well, I'm glad.
It is sick though.
Yeah,
It's
That
great,
is-
especially like if you're walking through the dungeon and you need to heal and walk at the same time. It's clutch.
Too bad we didn't see the giant orm coming.
You never do.
Yeah.
In that case, I think I only have like my only healing spell is heal, which that's like 2d10. So, all right, Drake, and a 30-foot emanation from me. Whoever's in that, not the orm. Make sure not to hit the orm. You guys are gonna get 2d10 worth of healing, plus of course modifiers and stuff like that. So let me roll that real fast.
Heal me. Also,
Yes,
because
okay.
it's very helpful because the Orn, if we don't kill it this round, the Orn is going to hit something else again.
That's upsetting. Also, my rolls were equally upsetting, so I'm very, very sorry. 4
HP.
Yeah, actually.
Wait, what?
Yes. Well, no, not exactly, but 8.
Hey, you doubled the health that I have, so that's
Yay.
Yo,
He was gonna get 8 one way or another.
Yeah.
So I'm glad it came from you.
Also,
That was
all
good.
you need to stay alive is 1. So
That's
don't
true.
knock that 8. You just need 1.
Eat me, bro. I dare you. You'll regret it.
Don't say it. Don't.
We're
Look, I'm
just
running out of
gonna-
people to kill here, Dragon, so I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
We're just gonna say that, like,
You
Alona, maybe magic doesn't work so well in her water. I don't know. All right, you get Ichi and Dragon get 8 points of healing.
Okay, all right.
I need to get a
also,
tankier healing spell.
Also, you killed another Duskwalker like a day ago, PJ, so maybe lay off this one.
Has a bloodthirst for blue.
Yeah, bloodthirst for blue.
Oh my goodness. All right. So that was all 3 actions, Sydney, or did you have one more?
Nope, that's all 3 actions.
Oh boy.
Okay. All right. Well, I think now it's time for the underwater kaiju fight. 'Cause if I recall correctly,
Yes.
you're a large
I'm a
size shark.
Huge shark.
Huge shark.
Megalodon!
Yes.
It's a megalodon versus a sea dragon. This is so dope. Let's
All
go.
right.
I want this.
So he sees all of this going on, and he's just gonna go and it's chomp time, and he's
Hump.
yeah. It's shark from Jaws, like the picture from the movie, like art. It's that he's about to just like try to get it.
Or the Sharknado.
Yeah,
Sharknado.
it's great. All right, my attack modifier is plus 18. That's great. 31.
31. That will hit.
All right, but yeah. And so then, just for clarification, this is the damage plus. It says damage bonus 7, and then it says and double the number of damage dice.
Yeah, so whatever the damage dice is listed in the form originally, it should have like 1 or 2 d6s or d8s,
Right.
depending on the creature. At this level, if it's like 1 or 2 d8, it's now 4d8 plus 7.
Got it. That is beautiful. Okay.
Excellent.
All right. So 7, 15, 20 plus 7. 27
d7. Okay.
shark bite damage.
He's looking
Shark bite.
really
Hoo-ha-ha.
bad. Just thinking that.
That was one attack.
That was one attack. So you have you
I
moved.
would have moved. Yeah.
Yeah, so you have one
more.
action left.
I'm gonna try it again. What's the minus here?
Unless it says finesse, then it should be a
doesn't.
-5.
Yeah, -1. Okay. All right. We're gonna hero point that because I didn't like that one. It was not nice. Much better. It'll be a 37 -5, 32.
That will hit again.
Yes. Dark bite. Hoo-ha-ha.
Yeah.
Nice. 8 plus 7, 15 plus 5, 15, 20, and then 22. 22 plus 7. Wait, 22 plus 7.
Oh, 29. Okay. Damn. Okay, let's see here. Doing math.
That's like near my max for what the shark can do. But it's a good chomp.
You get a huge bite out of him as it becomes this underwater sea monster battle, Mega Shark versus Super Snake. And as you tear a big hole, blood starts filling the waters. The orm is still alive, just barely, but that shark was clutch.
Nice.
I'm just loving this mental image of like Lothier as a shark, huge
And muddy. The shark has a perpetual piece, like just mud on the front of its face.
It's so cute. I love it. Just like it's like a Pokemon, like a little muddy shark with a little bit like mud on its nose.
It's just leaving like a mud trail as it swims around.
All right. Well, that being said, next up, top of round 2, it is now the Orm's turn, and he is in a very target-rich environment. I think he is going to attack the Mega Shark because that is
Makes sense.
Yeah. I think his logic is, you're trying to stop me from eating for the first time in 10 years. I'm going to eat you first.
I was going to say, he's also trying to eat him.
Right.
Yeah, no, there's a thing about them. They have a slow metabolism, which means a water orm can go up to 10 years without feeding. Beyond this, it starts to get really bad. So, yeah,
No
he's on his
wonder he's
10th
so
year and he's
pissed off.
angry.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's really pissed off. He just critically 20'd Lothier.
Oh, no!
Yeah.
Dun dun dun.
He did that to me earlier.
Glad I'm getting these out now. The good thing is that he is huge and you are huge, so there is no way that he can swallow you whole. But he can grab you.
The little wins in life. You take it where you can get it.
I'm just imagining him like trying to, and he's like, all right. Okay, I rolled really bad. So you're only going to take 30 damage from this crit, and you are grabbed immediately.
All right.
With his other 2 actions and his crazy reach for being huge, he's going to swing a tail at Ichi.
Does he swim by me at all?
I mean, you were like, what? How many feet away when you shot him?
I don't know.
Wait, I think I know what you're asking about. Attack of opportunity?
I have attack of opportunity.
This would count.
Yay!
Yes!
This would count. Absolutely.
Excellent. All right, I'm swinging at him with my sword again. Let's see if I can hit him with my sword. Nope, don't hit him with my sword. Wasn't that one?
That one?
Yeah.
It's all right. You'll
So
get
it's
another
a-
chance.
It's a
Wow,
20.
these numbers are.
It's a
dice are giving and taking.
22.
22. You try to hit him and just glub, glub, glub. Your sword just catches way too much water tension. You can't get anywhere near
Spin
him.
around.
Yeah.
Woo.
It's good though, because as he's taking a huge bite out of Lothier and you whiff trying to hit him, he sends that tail out to smack Ichi, rolls a 2 on the die face. That is a total of, I think this might miss, but at the same time, I don't know. It'll be a total of 21 to hit Ichi.
Miss.
Miss. The tail is moves through the water, dispersing a bunch of waves and nothing else. And with its last action, he's going to try and tail strike at Alona. There we go.
Ah,
No.
Does a
don't even
20
ask.
a
Why would
25
you insult me
does
like
a
this?
25 hit Alona?
Of course it does.
Really?
I'm the cleric.
I got
And
duct
my-
tape. It's okay. It'll be fine.
Actually, my AC is a 24, so it was close. It was close.
Okay.
Dragon needs some freaking duct tape right now. He's Lincoln.
Sydney, you're
I
going
should
to take
get him his own duct tape. To be honest.
gonna need it. Sydney, you're going to take 17 bludgeoning damage.
That's not as bad as I was thinking it was going to be. Thank you.
Smack.
So with that, the orm has finished its turn. It is grappling the mega shark, and its tail is just flailing around trying to subdue the rest of you, hopefully eating you after it conquers the mega shark. If it survives. Next up, In this round, we have Sam. Sam, it's your go.
Well, hello there. Welcome to this fish beatdown. So, Ichi's gonna crack her knuckles, do what she does best. As this tail whips around, she's going to grab it, and because she has the Titan wrestler feet, she's going to wrestle this creature off of Randy and try to grapple it.
All right, all right.
God, you had that.
Here we go.
It's great.
This is strength, athletics.
Athletics. Yep.
The
That's a
ultimate
good
lucha.
base roll. That's a good base roll. We use the calculator in this household.
Valid. Yo, I do too.
Plus, okay, 33.
So the number to beat was 31. You beat it by 2. You grab this massive, huge underwater sea serpent snake dragon, and you just rip it off of Randy's mega shark body.
Yeah.
So, now that it's grappled, the only requirements to grapple is to have at least one free hand. The other hand's on the maul, and because it's
no.
flat-footed, I'm gonna heckin' beat it.
Okay, so you're pulling it in with one hand, hefting your maul overhand, and just coming down with it.
Yeah,
Okay. This is gonna be at a -2, but
like tenderizing a piece of sushi.
yeah. Oh wait, no, because technically grapples are attack-based skills.
Oh,
so that
is
means
it?
it's gonna be at a -7 to hit with your hammer.
All right, let's do it. Might not work, but we're gonna try.
How dare you try to nerf our favorite?
That's probably not gonna work. That is a 7 plus 18.
25.
7 plus 18, 25.
Yes, correct.
All right. Well, it is flat-footed, but that will still
that
miss.
do? Alas, but I had fun, which is what mattered. And with my last action, I will toss Dragon the duct tape. You'll need this.
Trying to stem the bleeding that's coming out of everywhere. Like, I don't know where to put it.
Yeah.
I'm going to consider that an interact action to throw it. So Wes, on your turn, if you want to use it, you have to burn one action to interact to grab it, pop it open, and apply it.
I just throw the duct tape inside of it. Like, clog it up.
Oh, inside
no.
the...
Yeah, inside the fish.
All right, well, Sam's turn is done. Next up, we do have Wes. Wes, if you want to capture that magical duct tape of mending, that magical item that we love. you're
Yeah,
gonna
it's
have to give me-
magical, and we love it. So don't throw it inside a fish.
Don't throw it inside of the fish.
We worked so hard to get that duct tape.
It saved
was a-
our asses a few times. I mean, follow your heart, but
Follow your heart,
your
but
heart.
if your heart goes there, don't follow it.
Is this
Yeah.
Is this special duct tape
Yes,
Yes.
it's
duct
magic
tape of
tape.
mending.
of mending?
It's special.
It's magic.
It's not just for eyebrows.
It's not just for eyebrows.
I can see how you would get that impression, though, because I guess as long as you've been here, we've only used it for eyebrows more than once.
No, I mean, look, it's the magical mending duct tape of eyebrows to freaking Dragon. It's the only
If
thing
I
it's
had
ever
a
been used
nickel
for.
for every time we use the duct tape to replace somebody's eyebrows.
No, I
I
think
think I'd have 3 nickels.
Dragon has seen it been used on Alona at least once. Because I remember.
On the eyebrows. Wait, does it actually heal?
It was, yes.
Yeah.
it was-
Oh, I didn't know that at all! I thought it fixed stuff! Like, you put it on a wagon and it fixes a broken wheel.
Yeah, Dragon, your stuff. Okay.
Stop, Dragon. Okay, no. Let me describe the item because we've had it for like ever since season
I
1,
need to
early
know,
season
yeah.
1. So the magical duct tape of mending gives a +2 to medicine checks for battle medicine, for using medicine check to heal. Now, if you already are proficient in medicine, that you take your proficiency in that. If you're not proficient in medicine, using this at least treats it as if you are trained in medicine.
Oh. That's very useful.
So you literally are taping up your bleeding.
You're literally using duct tape to heal your body.
So Dragon will use one action to catch it, or at least attempt to catch it. And then
Didn't he say it was one action to catch and use it?
One action to catch it, open it up, and use it. Yeah.
Oh.
So you can basically, and I'm being very generous because I think most GMs would be like, one action to capture it. If you want to use it, that's another action.
Yeah, that's fair. Oh, okay. So I'm gonna catch it and use it.
Mm-hmm.
And how much would I heal myself for as I'm trying to stem the bleeding and wrapping myself in duct tape and turning myself into a duct tape mummy?
That's a very good question. Are you proficient in medicine?
I am untrained, but I have untrained improvisation, so that's something.
True. Good thing about using this is that you will act as if you are trained. So you're going to get a +2. You're going to get another 2 for being trained plus your level. And what you're going to do is you're just going to roll the check with all those bonuses, and we're going to confirm as if you're hitting the trained DC of a medicine check.
Okay. Well, it's not great, unfortunately. It's a so plus 11. It's a it's only an 18, I think.
Okay. Well, that is a good thing about being trained. The DC is only 15.
Oh.
So you make it, which means you're allowed to roll 2d8 to heal yourself.
Yay! That's excellent.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ichi. Thank you for the duct tape. He's duct taping himself underwater. I heal myself for 7. Yay. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm tired of this thing. I'm very tired of it. So I'm going to do something kind of stupid. I'm going to telekinetic projectile my gunblade at it.
Ooh.
Okay.
I don't know if that doesn't work, then I'll telekinetic projectile my kukri at it. I just figured that the sword does more damage, so.
Mm-hmm. So for the sake of the spell,
does
it'll
it not
be just
matter?
not really damage-wise. It'll be whatever the damage of the telekinetic projectile spell is. But if you need something to throw at it, like
Is there like a
flavor-wise,
a brick or something around?
yeah, oh, absolutely. You're in a sunken castle. This place is full of debris.
If there's a spear or something like that he could see, then he's telekinetic projectiling that at it. With my last 2 actions.
Massive jagged rock, or even like some overly iodized like war spear. You find it.
Sweet.
Chuck it at
I'm
him.
hurling an old rusted war spear at him. So that is a spell attack. Okay.
Did you say heavily iodized? Does this spear give you your recommended daily value of iodine? Because it's so salty. I love that. That's good.
I meant oxidized, didn't I? That's what I meant.
No,
Yeah.
but what's great is that this fish will never get a goiter.
It'll never get it.
So
This fish does not have to worry about gout at all.
well, he's not gonna have to worry about my telekinetic projectile either because I rolled another nat 1.
No.
So that's a 17.
Oh, what are you doing?
Well,
Wes?
the number of ones that have been rolled since this.
Have you used your hero point
started
yet?
today?
I did. I used my hero point on a 2 for my Arcana check so that I could become a helicopter.
Oh.
So yeah,
How did I miss
that's a
this?
1. So that's only a 17 to hit.
A 17 will miss as the blade just like just moves by in the water. God. Next up, we got Sidney.
Dang it.
Okay. Well, I think I'm just gonna try and just Kamehameha this thing at this point. I don't know. How bad
Oh, he's
is it looking?
flat-footed.
Ah!
He's still grappled, so he's flat-footed for all of this.
And that's true.
Ha ha ha.
Alona's
So
become
imagine-
so bloodthirsty, though. That is what I'm gonna say.
She's gonna be the only pacifist I know with a kill score.
It's not. It's trying to eat us.
No, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely valid in having self-defense. You should do that. You should kill this guy. And there's the fight music coming in late.
Sorry,
give
I
a
just
Lola
realized
a
that
moral quandary.
it wasn't. What the volume was down, and I was like, oh wait.
Oh man, oh that gives this moment even more depth. Let's see. Yeah, I'm definitely thinking at this point, I'm gonna just do Divine Wrath.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
Kill
well,
it.
here's the thing. It's being real mean, and it's gonna kill people if we don't stop it soon, so. That's gonna be 4d10.
Oof. What type of damage? Is it good?
Yes.
Okay.
4d10 good damage. Yeah. It's gotta make a fortitude save. So.
Making that now. What's the DC to beat on that bad boy?
My spell DC is 28.
He rolled a 29.
Shit.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So that means he succeeded.
Okay, that means damage is halved, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, in that case, we're just gonna have to roll the maximum, which right now we're doing pretty good. Oh! Right now we're doing pretty good about that. What the? What? If this... Okay, there we go, there it is. I was like, I rolled three 10s in a row and then a 1. So half of 31.
So half of 31.
15 or 16, if you want to be generous.
Okay. 16?
Yeah.
16 damage. Tell me the tale, Alona. How do you kill the orange?
You're kidding me!
Yeah!
Man, really?
Ichi's hanging onto the tail saying, "It's okay, Alona, they don't have central nervous systems." You know this fact to be untrue.
Lothier the shark, if he had eyebrows, would raise them.
Dragon, as his duct taping himself, just like, that is not right. Anyway.
So, you see, Ichi's grabbed onto this thing. Randy, Lothier's teeth are like into it. He's like grinning and he's like looking, and I'm alone at this point. It's like, well, I can't. Obviously, healing is not doing enough. We need to get rid of this thing like now. And she shoots it again with her divine wrath, and you see channeling through her actually the visage of Aphra, who just kind of this energy surrounds her, and in her movements underwater as she kamehamehas this thing into oblivion and chops it up nicely into tuna steaks for everybody. Just like this golden purple light coming and just chopping it up nicely into bits. Can we collect it for dinner later?
Absolutely. You do that. It bursts into those pieces that you so carefully chopped it into. Everyone, congratulations. Give me let's say a survival check to collect all these pieces for food.
I'm a shark. It's been over time probably, so I would probably revert back to my normal body. So I will help.
21 survival?
Oh.
Yeah, you get at least one good chunk. I mean, considering this is a huge creature, one steak is probably enough to feed you for like a week, maybe a month, depending on how you ration it.
I got 23.
23? Same. You get enough rations to last you a week, a month if you're being very conservative.
12.
12. You get a really weird mealy part of it, and you get just a handful. It's enough to last you one bite.
I'll save it for
really
later.
going through it with food.
Sea serpent gum. Like, it's what
Yeah,
that
there's
is.
no coffee in places. There's only that little bit of meat left.
Why you gotta remind me? Why you gotta remind me of these things?
Because it's the best part of the story.
I'm suffering. Can't you see I'm suffering?
I got a 18.
18. Same. You get about enough for at least one handful of
Is it
tuna steak.
mealy?
Well, it's merely in that you're trying to grab the whole chunk, and it just immediately rips off into your hands as one piece, as opposed to a very sturdy steak.
Got it.
We're eating good tonight, friends.
Yay. We
Ooh.
did it.
So really quick before we move on, I want to just show the audience what I had to jot down a concept while we had this battle. It will be reversed probably, but it just says Ichi duct tape brand deal.
Oh my god.
The ever business person.
Just so no everyone remembers for later. Okay, we may proceed.
I love it. Okay, so with that, the Orm is dead. You find, again, in front of you, that massive double stone door that was cracked a little bit, that Shonibus was just about to enter when all of a sudden Dragon got swallowed whole and almost killed. This giant stone door and just completely enclosed in the massive ribcage of a dragon. You have the wall with the many kind of muscular slits kind of closed together. And you find everything else is just a hole to swim out, like to go back up to the first floor. So the question is, what are you going to do?
I mean, we gotta go in there. That's why we came down here. Like,
Yeah.
Messed up Dragon though, who's sitting there cross-armed, staring at both Alona at Alona and Lothier.
I'm gonna heal Dragon.
yeah.
As
Do you want? Wait, Alona. Do you want to save your heals? I could use some of mine.
Oh, yeah, go for it if you wanna. If
Yeah,
you
that
wanna
way,
heal.
that way we don't get rid of our most powerful ones.
Yeah, he's still trying to duct tape himself out as you see just blood floating out of the duct tape. Like grabs, just like,
I'm going to cast this. It's a level 1 heal spell. What am I never roll healing, so I'm so confused. I've done this before, and I'm just blanking on how to do it. For magic healing, I just roll the d8s, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I was like, do I roll like a heal?
Like to hit with healing.
But I don't know why my brain was there. It just was not
yeah,
understanding.
I'm trying to dodge your heels.
Yeah, you have to make a fortitude save to receive.
Yeah.
I've definitely seen either editions of games or GMs that are like, oh, you want to heal them with a heal spell? You better roll to hit with that heal spell. And I'm like, just don't let them heal. If you don't want them to heal, then don't let them. Stop it.
All right. Since we've got the time, I'm going to do so. It's 15 plus 24, whatever, 39.
Oh wow, that is amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It took 2 actions, but we're not in combat, so I don't care.
Yeah, so
The two action version is the best. I love that one.
He gets like the healing pack, and the blood flow stops. Not stops, but just, like significantly decreases the amount of blood that he's losing in the water.
Yeah, I look over at Alona and I give her a thumbs up
Yeah.
because I learned it from you.
Dragon also gives the thumbs up, and then points to the door.
Ichi sees Dragon's thumb has a little bit of duct tape still on it, so she just kind of pulls it off. Can wear it as a mustache.
He just glares a little bit.
Ichi gently takes the duct tape back to put into her position.
He hands it back.
All right. I guess we swim inside. If Chionibus would want to be the first person inside, but like probably a close second.
Yeah.
I would.
Dragon's also going to recharge his spell strike and reload his rifle.
Also, we still have Pass Without a Trace on, PJ.
Good point. Thanks for letting me know. Okay.
I mean, it didn't do anything for the water orb. He got us anyway, so.
It was a good stealth. Their perception just crushed through it. What can you say? So you move through the door, the massive stone door, and you come into a massive what's I'm looking for? It's not a square. It's not. Yeah, you come into a massive rectangular or cylindrical hallway, flanked with these huge arching structures with these big openings that lead out to the water. Those who remember this from season 1, this is the ribcage of the massive dragon that makes up the castle of Korrokos. Here is where the final stand happened. Here is where Korrokos was finally killed and the war was finally over. In this ribcage of the dragon, you see in the center a large cluster of debris, rock and detritus, seems to coil around a large and impressive blade standing out. The blade's cruel green edge faintly bubbles and hisses at the water that's moving around it. One bare hand seemed to grip the blade by the edge, and the other, with what little could be left of a hand, daring to grip the haft. Slumped on the blade, as if holding on to it by the blade for all dear life, you see the bloated, desiccated, decaying corpse of General Korrokos. Now, before we do anything else, I see Kylie is ready to join us. We're going to, I guess, do whatever we can to get Kylie back in. Wes, do you need us to take a small break to do that, or?
Do you want to just take our 30-minute early?
Yeah, take the 5-minute break, and we can get all set up.
Sure. So, with this massive debris, blade, and the corpse of Korrokos standing before you, we're going to go and take our 10-minute break. When we come back, we will have Kylie joining us, and potentially the conclusion of the castle, the sunken castle of Korrokos. Hello, everyone. We are joined by the lovely Kylie. And just because we didn't get a chance to do it earlier, Kylie, please tell everyone here who you are, who you're playing, and of course, what your pronouns are.
Hello, I'm Kylie, or I go by Kai. It doesn't really matter at this point. I play Shionibus the Elven Ranger, and we both go by she, her.
Wonderful, wonderful. All right. Well, that being said, we've just entered into the room that Shionibus and Alona and Ichi would recognize as the room where they fought to the bitter end and defeated Korrokos in combat about a year ago, saving the world from total war. And a large cluster of debris seems to coil around a large and impressive glowing green blade. The blade itself has a cruel green edge to it that faintly bubbles and hisses at the water as it passes around it. One bare hand grips the edge of this blade in desperation, while one barely holding onto the haft. And attached to those hands is the floating, bloated, decaying corpse of Korrokos.
You really had to say that description again, didn't you?
Mm-hmm. I don't know if you know what happens to a body when it stays underwater for a year.
Yeah.
It's not good.
It's fine.
I don't think I'm feeling like having fish dinner anymore, guys.
Yeah, I'm not hungry. So who's gonna go grab the blade? What?
Was that a...
I'll touch it. I don't know if I want to grab it, but I'll touch it.
Be careful.
Yeah, please. I have a really bad feeling about just randomly grabbing a blade, especially since, I think the last time that Woodward touched this blade, bad things happened to him. So,
That was this blade, wasn't it?
yeah.
Wait, do we have
Is there like a
anything-
cloth or something?
Wait, doesn't Dragon have like an entire arm of like the demon guy?
No,
We cut off?
we
Oh, we
left
don't
we
have
left that behind to turn it into a weapon.
Oh, I forgot.
Because in true Gragon fashion, if it can be a weapon, I'm going to make it a weapon.
I forgot. You asked them to destroy the body of their old friend and make it into a weapon. Sorry.
Look, all right,
Rewind.
we're trying to defeat a god. Damn it! I'm taking every advantage I can get. So you're going up
Through the power of all of us. No, I'm just kidding.
I would like to like take up a position somewhere just in case there's any more surprises hiding, and just I'm like backing up Gianibus with my rifle at this point.
Yeah. Okay.
Is there like a long like candelabra that I can do like a quick like Indiana Jones switch in case something happens?
You are in the rib cage of a what's the term when something like dies and then becomes like stone?
Petrified?
Petrified, thank you.
Yeah.
You are in the rib cage of a petrified dragon corpse. Unfortunately, there are no candelabras here.
Ichi pulls out the bastard sword that she has and says, Shionibus, I don't really need this because my maul is so badass. Do you want to like use it to like poke or like put it in the spot or whatever you want? It's yours.
Yeah, I'll try that. And I'm going to take Ichi's bastard sword, and then I'm going to take off my little shawl thing that goes. You know what I'm talking about, PJ, right? Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm sweating already, guys. I'm nervous.
Well, good thing we're are we still underwater?
Still underwater.
Yeah, we can't tell at all. Everything
Oh,
looks
good.
wet, so.
Is it wet if it's underwater, though? Doesn't matter. I'm going to go up and I'm going to wrap my shawl around the hilt of it and try to, like, swap them, I guess. I don't know.
As you wrap your shawl around the haft of the blade of the War King and see the hand of Korrokos gripping it, any amount of strength you seem to leverage with this shawl feels like you're trying to lift a whole temple above your head. It feels impossibly heavy.
What?
You look, and the sword itself is deeply embedded in the stone of the debris that his body's slumped on, as if like some sword in the shield or sword in the stone allegory.
Can I cast detect magic?
There's a shit ton of magic here.
I'm like
goddamn
overwhelmed.
much
Like
magic. Yeah, it hurts. There is
No,
so
like
much
it.
necromancy and evocation. It's bad.
So is this like a sword in the stone deal? Like, or is it just
Hello,
crushed
nephew.
by debris?
From what you can see, the sword is embedded into the stone that his body and blade are on top of. And you could give me a medicine check.
Okay. My medicine is dummy thick. So that was way too cheery. 26.
26. Yeah, from what you can tell, this cadaver seems to have died a long time before, but the body seems to have moved into this position post-mortem. The blade seems to be sealed.
Oh, damn it. Okay. It looks like it's entombed. The blade's entombed in that rock. We just have to find a way to get it out. Maybe if we destroy the rock and break it free. Anyone have any spells that are
Do
gonna
we
smash
need the
rock?
swords, or are we just trying to keep the other guy from getting it?
Well, if we leave it here, chances are he's gonna get it.
Oh, well, can we just break it?
Break the sword?
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. We could try. Checks to see if PJ sweats. We could try. But it might be something where this sword, quite literally, could be one of the only things that could destroy its maker.
Okay.
Oh,
Well, look, that's what I was checking on. I didn't know if we didn't needed it or if it was like one of those things where we're just trying to stop them from getting it.
Everyone give me a perception check.
Okay.
Not bad.
21. It's not great.
Could be worse. Could be better.
26.
26.
26, 26,
33.
33,
26.
26. Wes, I'm sorry, I don't think I got yours.
It's 21.
21. Okay. Okay. So, everyone looking at this notices something pretty unusual. The hand holding the haft only has one thumb curled around it. The hand holding the blade has all fingers and thumb attached still. The hand holding the haft is missing all of its fingers. Sitting with a 33, you'll also spot impossibly fast, like blink and it was vanished from your sight. But in the distance of the water, there was some movement swimming very quickly away.
Crap. Freaking Arvod.
It's either that or the compass rose.
I didn't think they were able to get down here.
Maybe it's just fish.
I highly doubt.
Like,
If
I will
only.
say, I don't trust the compass rose. They've been too, oh yeah, go down there, go do your thing. Oh, we don't really care, except we're finding all these ancient artifacts. They're sus.
Yeah,
It's true.
remember they left those
That's
two
fine.
mimics for us and they didn't even warn us.
But when I first arrived here, Alona did sense that there was wormkin in the ocean.
Oh,
So-
yeah, you're right.
That's true.
But
So
could
he's
that...
here.
Okay,
That's
so
true.
it was specifically Wormkin? Does that not
Yes.
count the water dragon
No,
that we just fought? Okay.
that's
All
an
right.
orm.
But it's technically a worm.
Different. There's no ormkin. Is there ormkin?
Wait, didn't PJ do an entire like history of like the words?
Yes.
like history lesson.
Because they couldn't distinguish between most dragons and serpents, saying that they were the same, Orm became synonymous with both snakes and dragons. So an Orm is a dragon of some kind, or at least a dragon.
Wait, so was that? No.
That's,
That's not what set off my sensors.
No, you specifically asked for wormkin,
Wormkin.
not dragons.
Got it.
Wormkin. You're right.
All right. So there's some
Okay.
people who saw us. That's not good. Well, maybe we can see. What is this about this hand? It's very strange.
Yeah, at this point, Dragon's going to go try and help Kylie, help Chianobus lift the blade out. Just try and full strength move it.
Okay. All the same, with all your strength, you can't seem to get the blade to budge.
Can I try an Arcana check to see if there's something that would like make sense for this like hand to be missing these fingers
Yeah.
and for it to like be stuck in the stone like this?
Mm-hmm. Go right ahead.
Yeah, I want to try and kick his hand off the sword. Just like
I was gonna
start
say, can I just like
kick at
yank
it.
his hand?
Yeah.
Like right at the wrist?
Just cut it off.
That's a 30.
Yeah.
Ooh.
30? All right.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So, remind me again what you're specifically looking for here. Arcana
I'm
check to see.
Like, what if there's magic specifically keeping it like encased in that stone, tied to the hand? I guess in particular.
Yeah, from what you can tell, the sword is sealed into this massive stone debris. And it needs a sort of trigger or switch to release the sword from it.
I knew I kept those fingers for the right reasons.
I pull out a finger right as you realize that, and I go, I guess you were right, Alona, and I hand it over to you.
Dragon whispers to Lothier, "Still a grave robber. Such a weird thing for a cleric."
Glares at Dragon and holds out her hand. Duct tape, please.
I got it.
You have it back? Great.
Yeah, I give it back. I mean, Dragon can pull some off of his body if you want some to use duct tape.
Ilona will take the duct tape from Ichi and duct tape Korrokos' fingers back on his hand.
Okay. With your passive medicine, which has got to be insanely high at this point, I'm going to assume you know which fingers go on what part of the hand.
Excuse me.
Just maybe.
I'm assuming, because you're so smart, that you would know, like, oh, that's
I'm
the middle
a
finger.
master of medicine.
That's why I'm saying you would already know. So, after about 5 or 10 minutes, each finger's on, taped up, one after the other. The second you finish, index down to the pinky, and all the fingers are reattached. You see a massive green light begin to glow from the sword and echo in the whole room. You hear a terrifying, deep-chested roar that seems to just be the room itself screaming at you in rage as a small, sickly green flame flies into the caved skull of Korrokos, and his head whips up in the water. With his fingers reattached, he grips the haft of his blade and easily pulls it from the stone. And with a roar, Korrokos is once more.
Peel the duct tape off, peel it off.
With that, the stony debris, with spears of green sickly light, shatter. And underneath Korrokos, you find a lesser Dracolich, a dragon of dead bone and decrepit skin, its soul reignited by a deadly promise to an evil bastard of a god. Roll initiative. You face Korrokos and the undead dragon that his body is mounted upon.
Oh no.
Is it mouth and
I called it. I called it.
It is
Oh.
not mouth
I
and
want you to
waxed,
know,
actually.
Kylie messaged me in the chat and goes, "Watch him become alive." I swear, right as we were starting this, and Kylie, you do.
I called it in the green room.
God. Mahooch just went, yo, TPK tonight, baby!
Oh boy.
Draco is still
You know
injured.
what?
Ilona, cast your spell.
I did just notice that I've never seen this before. One of our tags on Twitch tonight is permadeath. I've never seen that before.
Well, it's
I'm
been
just-
fun, guys. I'm gonna go. Good luck.
I'm just gonna say, I was like, so yeah, you're gonna go to the door. You sure, like, you want to heal or anything? No, you could. Okay.
I tried to heal a little bit.
Can I cast it now?
What I will say is, assuming that you said you want to heal some people, I will let you start with Vital Beacon currently active, knowing that you are all walking into a boss fight and there are still some gaps in your HP. I will let Vital Beacon be active right now.
That's the sweetest, most generous way to say we're kind of fucked up.
Yeah, there's gaps.
Everybody
There's gaps in Dragon.
Now!
And if you remember Korrokos from season 1, the boy don't hit weak. He hits like a fucking truck.
No, he hit me and put me down with one swing.
So, Wes, if you could please play the song I sent
Oh,
you.
it's playing already.
Oh,
Fuck
son
yeah.
of a bitch. What's the name of the song, Wes?
You want to know the name of the song they sent me? Korrokos Boss Fight MP3. I would have to sit here and just be like, I don't know what's going on, guys. Don't worry about it. Everything's fine.
Ridiculous.
Putting these fingers on is totally a good idea.
But he's undead, right?
You may want to turn up the song a little bit. I can't hear the playback.
Oh, really? It's very
Yeah.
loud in my ears.
Oh, no, I hear it now. Well, I hear it now. I turn the volume up on the playback. My bad. That's
Okay,
my bad.
no worries,
Okay.
no worries.
So, let's get these initiatives.
Oh.
But
37.
oh shit.
Woo! That was good. Let's see.
16.
Oh. 32.
Okay, hold on. So Wes was a 16. Who was before Wes, and how much you got?
Kylie.
37.
Nice.
Nice.
32.
Brandy got 32.
Also 32.
Hey.
Sam's got 32. Who has the higher dex between you?
I have improved initiative.
Oh, then you're going first. Sidney, what's your initiative?
5.
5. Okay.
Wait, what?
I didn't roll good.
Wait,
That-
your
that
your
is-
your bonus should be more than 5,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, you're level
Yeah.
9. That should be at least a 9.
25.
Oh,
Oh,
25.
25.
We heard 5.
All
And
of
we were
us
all like,
are-
wait, what?
We were all real confused.
So
I'm like, Dragon can't even roll that low.
So wait, you said 25, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Gave me a mini
Just-
heart attack.
Yeah.
Just want to double check.
I was like, how was Helota survived this long?
Great question. I would also love to know.
Dragon questions that every episode.
All right. Well, the good thing is, Korrokos and this massive undead dragon creature did not roll great. So starting off the combat will be Kylie. The bad news, though, is that you are fighting underwater, and range attacks underwater, if they deal slashing or bludgeoning, will automatically miss the target, and piercing ranged attacks made underwater against a creature will have their ranged increments halved. So if you want to be able to hit without penalty, you're going to have to get within your first ranged increment.
Well, it's a good thing I'm standing right in front of him then.
Yep. Yes, you are.
Yeah.
100%.
Oh, goodness gracious. Cool. I feel like I don't have time to react, so I'm just going to go with this sword that I have. Do I wanna hit with a sword? He's really close to me, guys. I'll go with arrows. It's fine. Ooh, that's cocked. Hold on. 23 to hit.
23 to hit. Korrokos will miss.
Oh, go for one more. Hero point. Go for one more. Better. That's a 32.
32 will hit.
Cool.
And what I
What
will
I'm
say,
gonna do-
because you're walking in a little beat up. No, it's fine. Because you're walking a little beat up, everyone will get a bonus hero point to make sure it's at least a little more fair.
That is good.
Thank God. And then I'll use my ring to do one more with less penalties. That is a natural 20, baby!
Yes!
Love to see it. All right, give me all that damage.
Okay. Hold on. I can do this. I'm gonna start with the 20, so I can just double that shit. Where are all my d8s? Okay. So that's 32 damage for the natural 20.
Okay.
And then... Ugh. And then 17 for the other one.
Okay.
So 49 in total.
Okay, you said it was exactly how much in the last one? 17?
17, yes.
Okay. And you're striking with the
I
bastard
did
sword that you
arrows
were given.
instead.
Oh, so you
No, I
shot
did
him. Okay.
Yeah.
That's good to know. Hold on, I have to redo that damage then. So you said total was how much?
49 in total.
Perfect. Okay. Okay. The arrows sink into his matte black armor that is covered in all the war scars you gave it. They just kind of break through and break through some more. As you shoot him, you see he looks down at the arrows, confused, his hair just moving like a wisp in the constant moving ocean. And in Orcish, he looks to you and he says, "Hello, heretic. It has been 1 year since I've seen your blasphemy. I will enjoy killing you again."
It can talk.
That is terrifying. I hate it.
So I take it you guys know this one?
The BBUG from season 1.
The hell does that mean?
They specifically, Shionibus and Korrokos specifically had beef because she claimed to be the avatar of his god, and he's like, no,
Oh,
that
is that his
mine."
god? Wait, that part I didn't know.
That's cool. I like it.
So no, she claimed to be the avatar of Gorm, the god of the orcs.
Oh! Right.
And Korrokos claimed, with very solid proof, to be the actual, if only, avatar of Gorm, and they did not get along very well. But
We
with
just
that,
had creative differences, you know?
yeah, of course. With that being said, it is now Randy's turn. Randy, Korrokos in his matte black armor with big, like sable black, like lion's fur, wielding the blade, riding this undead dragon. What are you gonna do?
Okay, free action. I'm gonna tell everyone to move back away from him. And then I'm going to prepare an action for once there is any chance that I won't hit everyone that I love with something. I'm going to just put, he reaches into his bag and pulls out what looks to everyone like, just like a really, like, it's like very mud-like, like kind of like goo. It's brown, it's dark. And he puts it in his mouth and begins chewing on it. I'm preparing incendiary fog.
Ooh.
Yes, Wes, this is for you. We have talked about this.
I know.
And so it will work.
It will?
Yes, as long, because it will work
Okay.
if everyone is not standing inside of said small. Because what incendiary fog does for the audience is creates a smoke screen essentially of what can be blown up really well. It's basically like super gunpowder, like smoke, smog, dirt particles. And here's the thing: even in water, things that are flammable can still blow up.
And underwater, concussive blasts do way more damage than they do in the air.
Just so
So explosions do, not necessarily fire.
right. It is going to do damage to this creature, but I can't do it if Chionibus is right next to me or like any of us, because it does a lot of damage. So I just prepare my move. I'm not attacking this round, but I'm preparing to do that. Who's chewing on this smoke stuff?
Okay, so you're doing the smoke stuff, and then you're basically doing withhold an action. So
Holding action for when everyone is out of range and he's still in it, to create essentially what it's going to look like is kind of like a squid like spraying ink into the water, because it's jet black and it's like
Oh, that's
small-
cool.
Yeah, super cool.
all right, cool. So now that we rolled initiative and we had a few turns, I forgot there was something I want to do. Korrokos has a very special ability called Battle Cry. Everyone, give me a will save.
Oh, I'm so good at those.
Oh, I am. I just rolled a 19 on the die face. Thank you, Lord.
That's a 29 for Dragon.
You pass on the die.
Oh, thank goodness.
Oh my
A
god.
29 is what? Oh,
The
freaking
will.
boy! I'm
I
gonna have
do
to use
not
my hero
pass.
point. Let's go.
Um,
Much better. Okay. Holy crap. 36.
36. Hell yeah. Okay, cool.
I rolled a 25 last time. I was about to be like, oh, that's good. Nope.
Nope.
So I got a 36, a 29. What was yours, Alona?
39.
39. Critical success. Awesome. Sam, what was yours?
23.
23. Unfortunately, that will fail. And Kai, what was yours?
26.
Nice. Okay, so for everyone that got a DC 29 or up, no effect for the critical success. I'll even say you are immune to. I'll say you're immune to this effect in the future. Sam, you hear the battle cry.
And me.
Oh, yes, and Kylie, thank you. Hear the battle cry reverberate in the ocean and the deep waters of this undead creature's domain. You are now frightened 1. Frightened 1 gives you a -1 to everything. Damage, hit, AC, saves, skill checks, everything.
Does it make them want to run away?
Not yet. If they get fleeing, they'll want to run away. Frightened just kind of makes them a little squiggy when it comes to
Squiggy.
doing what they got to do.
I love that's the best term for that. I've
Squiggy.
never heard it.
I haven't either.
You mean Shionibis and Ichi are traumatized from the first time we had to fight this guy? Who
Go
knew?
figure, right?
Wild.
You know, the whole war that you all like fought in to stop it becoming a total world war. Yeah, you know, like it happens.
Great.
So, with that being said, Randy's turn is done. Sam, yep, Sam, you're up next.
So I just want you to know, I've had a feat that I keep thinking is one thing, and I was going to use it during our last fight, and I pulled it up and read it, and it didn't do what I thought it did. But what it does do is lets me reduce somebody's frightened value.
Shut up.
No.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
So Ichi will get up real close to Shionibis and say, "Huh, it's okay. We can do this. We can do this." And I'm going to roll a diplomacy check.
Okay.
And it's comparing it to the will DC of creatures in a 10-foot emanation around you who are frightened.
Okay, cool. So it's you and her. Perfect.
Right.
Ah.
Yes.
Oh my god.
I'm using my hero point for that.
I've never heard of this. This is so cool.
That is
It's called
fun.
No Cause for Alarm.
No cause for alarm.
With
Sam,
this
you might
party.
just become the clutch MVP of this fight.
Yeah.
Okay, and this is diplomacy. So where's my diplomacy? 16 plus 14.
It's a 30.
Is that 30?
Yeah, 16 and 14?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a 30. So it depends on whether it's critical success or success. But well, I mean, we're only at frightened 1, so yeah, it would reduce it to it goes away.
Maybe 29. That's definitely a success at least. I mean, I don't know if Kylie has like a 19 will save, but I think that should work.
I have a 27 also.
Someone in chat
Like, as a
said that
DC.
you have the feat that you can use your performance instead of diplomacy as well.
I do have that, indeed. But my performance and diplomacy are the same, so I don't know I have that feat actually.
Aw.
I don't know if I took that feat on purpose or just kind of showed up.
All right, so you were able to at least get rid of Shionibis' fear. That was one action. Well, move, and that
It's
is one action.
3 actions.
Oh, 3 actions.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's cool because next up we have. Make sure I'm reading this right. Yes, I am. The undead dragon is going to go.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I roll my eyes.
Damn.
I'd like to roll my eyes as a free action.
All right, I need all of you to give me a reflex save.
Ah, balls.
Does the water affect that at all?
No.
Okay.
27.
27's going to fail.
Yeah, I figured as much.
Man.
32.
32 will succeed.
35.
35 will succeed.
29.
29 will succeed on the dot.
Oh. No, I got 23.
23. So that's 2 fails and 3 successes. Successes take half. Fail take full.
Oh no!
Let me roll this.
It's a breath attack?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I touch myself.
You,
Stop! Wait!
So,
No!
the number. So the dragon, you kind of see the dragon start to. Its bones begin to stretch and creak as like the lungs it used to have are remembering what it's like to expand. And from its mouth, you see an inky, murky cloud of horrible, glowing, sickly green smoke fill in a 40-foot emanation around it. This will be doing 40 poison damage.
40!
This is before you take half for saving.
Well, I didn't save.
Wait,
Ouch, 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 ouch.
Okay.
Then you would take the full 40.
okay.
I
So those of us
noticed.
who saved are 20, right?
And we're all poisoned?
No, that's just poison damage. You're not poisoned. It's just
Okay,
poison
cool.
type damage.
That's fucking good.
Yeah.
Poopy.
DJ
Ow.
said,
Shit.
Wes is overpowered. I've got 2 bad guys.
Hey, look, just be
Let me
glad
knock him down a
Arba doesn't
peg.
decide he's gonna swing in or like whatever and just be like, and spell strike, fuck you.
Yeah.
Give me a second, please.
So those are 2 of its 3 actions. With its 3rd and final action, the undead dragon is going to swim. Wow. 145 feet straight up. I'm sorry, 140 feet straight up.
Is that with the guy?
I like
With
that.
Korrokos riding
Wait,
him.
whoa. As
Wait.
it's getting away and it's out of range of everyone else, because it's moving away from people, right?
That's true, yes.
I would be able to obscure its vision.
Hey! Yes!
Ayo.
With your
Yeah.
thing?
Incendiary fog. Yep, it obscures vision.
Yes!
Okay. You could obscure the vision. How big is that cloud?
It is. Let's find out. I can shoot it 120 feet, and then it's a 20-foot burst.
Oh, that's actually perfect. Okay, dope. So he moves straight up. As he gets to his apex, as high as 140 feet above you all, your spell goes off around the midsection / tail of the creature, and before you know it, he's engulfed in that inky black cloud.
You just like, it's just like a stream as it goes out and leeches onto it and then expands. And I give Dragon the sign to blow that shit up.
So wait, is it 140 feet away from
It
us?
is. It's 100. Yeah, the base of it is 120, but yes, it is far.
Okay. We'll see
We'll
what I
try,
can do.
we'll try.
Yeah, we'll see what I can do.
At least the what else you need to know though is that it is obscured, so he cannot
Okay.
see through it.
Okay, that's good.
All right, good to know. That being said, it's now Sidney's turn.
Well, thank God he moved away from me. But I'm just gonna heal people.
That's good.
I feel like that's the best course of action right now, so I'm gonna heal everybody.
Yeah, come give Dragon a hug so we can make use of that spell.
Yeah. Alone is gonna hug Dragon, but
Yay.
also, so that means okay. So Alona's gonna heal Dragon, and who else got hurt? Randy. Okay. Hold please while I roll.
I mean,
all
technically
of
everybody got hurt because of the breath attack. They just took less damage than we did.
Well, I can hug you because you've taken a lot, right? You
Yeah.
haven't completely healed from the last battle.
No.
So yeah. So I'm gonna heal you for the most, and then I can cast heal at 30-foot emanation
Okay.
for the rest. And it's not. It takes no actions for you to hug me. I mean to hug you.
Yay!
Yeah.
Healing hugs.
Healing hugs. Yeah, please kick his ass. You can't die. No one can die right now, okay? I just don't like that idea.
Yeah, like Sam said, this is a permadeath campaign.
Apparently.
When did you add
But it's
that?
not for us.
Yeah, when did you add that?
I think that was added around Daltonshire.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's
tracks.
been there for a long time. I won't lie.
Okay.
Yeah.
I did just notice it.
Bro, Effie Burton just said a hug is free in Pathfinder at OGL.
Effie Burton, you get a hero point for
Yeah,
that. You
hero
really do.
point.
Yes.
Hero
I
point
don't
for
know.
Effie Burton.
I heard Alona's moving to a subscription plan, so
Oh no.
Okay, so you get 4 D.
Only
You get
healers.
5 D10. So
5
only
D10.
heal. Oh wow.
Mhm. For just 500 gold a month, I use the 2-action heal on you.
You get healed 33, Wes.
33. That's amazing. Thank you.
I'm really glad to hear that. And then a 30-foot emanation. I'm gonna roll another 2d10. So that's well,
20?
17.
Hey, I'll take it.
All right.
I
So
will
everyone
accept
around
that.
is healed 17 points, including me. Thank God.
All right, so those are 3 actions well spent. The party is starting to kind of get their groove back, and with Sidney doing that, next up, Korrokos is going to go.
No.
Can't see.
You can't see, but you can hear. You hear a horrible, terrible, blood-curdling scream of war, death, the likes of which the realm of the dead couldn't stop. And Korrokos activates his rage.
Oh.
His rage beyond death, and his smite everything.
What is this?
What?
Korrokos has a special ability because his god is the god of orcs and scars and rage and all these great things. He had an ability back when he was living called Smite All, or Smite Everything. He is now activating both his rage, his Smite Everything, and you see his blade of the War King glowing bright green inside this murky cloud. And that's his turn. Now, that being said, next up we have Wes.
Get him.
So, because he's 140 feet away, I'm assuming that I can't hit him with my rifle because you said ranged weapons are halved on their range?
Ranged piercing attacks have their first increment halved as far as like how far that bullet can go and still be accurate.
And
Okay.
120 is the bottom of that cloud.
Yeah,
so-
I have my range on my rifle is 150 feet. So
So that would mean that
75
before
feet.
75 before taking penalties. So you could probably move. You have to move 2 actions before you could get in range without penalty.
no, I'm just gonna cast Fireball
There you go. That works too.
because that has a range of 500 feet. So I'm going to cast a heightened 2 Fireball at this boy.
All right.
Okay, all right. So I'm gonna roll for both the undead dragon that he is riding and Korrokos himself. What's the DC to beat?
Is it my spell DC?
Yes.
Before
Um,
his spell happens, though, the incendiary fog blows up.
But also, would he even see my fireball coming enough time to react because his vision is obscured? Wouldn't they take some sort of penalty because of what Randy did?
I think you're right. Let me double check on being obscured really fast.
As incendiary fog by itself is a 10d6 fire damage attack.
Oh god damn.
That's
And-
why I wanted it to work with.
Oh,
with-
hilariously, mine is also a 10d6 fire damage, so it's 20d6 fire damage.
sometimes you just gotta kill it with fire. And
Yeah.
I'm real glad y'all are here for that.
And it's a massive explosion. I don't know how PJ wants to do that as the DM, but underwater concussion blasts do so much damage to things.
What I'm going to say is this, as far as the obscure goes, the reflex save will still be there because, again, there's that little red bead of fire before it all blows up. It'll just be one category worse. Now, that being said, I still need that save DC.
Yeah, it's my spell DC is my arcane DC is 26.
Okay, 26 is the spell DC. Perfect. 26. Wow, apparently the massive undead dragon is not good at reflex.
Yay! Take double damage, you stupid dragon.
So, technically speaking, they both succeed. Now, I did say, because of the obscure, my ruling in this moment is that they will take it one level less. So if they succeeded, that means they have failed, and they will take the full damage.
Randy.
So, I'm going to let you all roll the dice responsible for this. Randy, since it's your obscuring fog, please roll your 10d6, and Wes, please roll your 10d6, and then we'll just do this one step at a time.
You get a 10d6. You get 10d6. You all get 10d6s.
Thanks, Oprah.
Where were you guys in season 1, man? This would have been done a long time ago.
So
Episode 20.
35 damage.
35 damage. Okay, so 35 and 43.
78.
Yep, thank you. I don't know why my brain was stalling on that. 78 damage to both of them. And you said that's concussive, it's no longer fire, correct?
I'm making an explosion, so I'm assuming that it would be concussive instead of fire damage.
Technically speaking, it is fire, but I'll say because of the amazing 1-2 punch you both dropped on these suckers, it's all considered force.
I want you to know, I picked this move for you. Wes.
I know. I know.
And that's teamwork.
So, by your powers combined, both Korrokos and the dragon that he is riding are bloodied.
Yeah!
Hey!
Now, with that, I believe you still have one action left, Wes.
I very much do. And what I'm going to do is activate the rune on my gunblade. The one that, if I crit, does max damage on everything. To be prepared for my next round.
All right. So as you have this rifle greatsword in your hand and you cast the fireball, which blows up in front of you, seeing the massive pop and crack of this thermonuclear explosion. I'm being hyperbolic, of course. You kind of twist your hand and this like bright white and silver flame starts to engulf your blade. A little tingle of the blade of many blades and edges just kind of like gleam in this sickly green light as your blade is now active. With that,
Can I fist bump Lothier as a free action?
of course,
Yeah.
of course, I'm always here for bro fists.
Yes.
That being said, round 1 is done. Top of round 2, starting with Kylie. Now, one little bit of clarification before Kylie gets her turn. With this explosion, Randy, I imagine that inky cloud is gone? Cool. So, 140 feet above you, you see Korrokos with the blade of the War King high above his head. His body, mostly bloated dead flesh and bone, seem to be pumping like nitrous through an engine. He's just as the rage of 2 gods fills his dead body. What are you gonna do? Kylie? What are you gonna do?
Oh, that's me. I thought you were talking to someone else.
Dramatic tension.
Yeah.
I was like, I know that was
I
an
still got
awesome
time to look
description,
something up.
but
Yeah, like, wow. Taken aback.
Okay, that's not what I'm looking for. I'm trying to look for what my doesn't matter. I'm I have to get close to them with fire and arrow. don't want to do that. 'Cause how far away now? You said like 170, 140?
140.
140. How far does my arrow go? Don't have that figured out. 75, I will assume.
Let's see here. So you have a longbow, and I don't know if I
Yeah.
gave you any runes that increases your range increment, but a
No,
longbow
it's just
by
my ring that waves it.
all right. So a longbow's range is 100 feet. So right now underwater, that's going to be 50 feet.
I can't do anything. I can't do anything really. I don't want to get closer.
Well, if you want to, you can attempt to withhold an action. So if he does get closer, you can do something.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm going to swim back closer to Alona in case anything comes at her. I can take the brunt of it without it harming her.
All right.
Speedy
So one
Darcy
action to swim close to Alona, and 2 actions to prep an Overwatch attack of some kind.
way. Yeah.
Next up, we got Randy. We can do Randy.
Yeah. I've been thinking about this. He's freaking far. And he's on a dragon. Like, that's scary. I think I'm going to use... what is our normal swim speed as a, like, regular creature?
So unless you have an actual swim speed regulated, like say whatever, your swim would be about half your speed.
Perfect. That's what I missed.
Sorry about the West. I didn't mean to hit my microphone. Apologies.
So I should 1,000,000% be got it. We're going giant shark again for my last primal focus spell. But and let me see, that is going to take 2 actions this turn, and then the third action is going to be to swim as fast as I can, so about 35 feet. So giant shark running towards this thing. Not the smartest idea, but I'd rather him focus on me than focus on 4 of my friends down at the bottom of the water.
So you turn into a massive shark and you swim right up. Awesome. Next up, we have Sam.
He's far, far away. How far exactly again?
140 feet above you.
So very, very far. Okay. And I'm slow because I got short little legs that can't kick fast. So
Effie Burton said you should catch a ride on the shark.
I should catch it. Is it possible?
I mean, yeah, I have a fin.
Yes. Can I grab the fin?
Yeah. Give me a. I mean, I'm just gonna imagine that he's a friend. Yeah, you can use one action to interact and go riding up with him.
Okay. And then I will hold my action if I am in range to attack, or I don't know how it works. Whether I can do that or prep or I don't really know how holding actions works here. Is that a thing?
Yeah, so you can basically use 2 actions to withhold an action you want with like this added caveat. So like if they get within like a spell range, I want to cast a spell at them, or if they get within melee range, I'm gonna hit them with the thing, whatever.
Okay. Yes. So yeah, if they get within melee range, I shall smack them.
Okay. So you go riding up, and you just got that maul prepped and ready for when the time comes. Remember that, because I will probably forget. Next up, we have the Undead Dragon. The Undead Dragon up in the air starts to kind of move itself like completely 12 to 6 and rushes right back down.
I knew it.
With that, I will say this will provoke not so much an attack of opportunity, but Sam's strike that once they get in range, you want to make an attack. So go ahead and roll to hit.
Alrighty, which of my D20? I lined up all of my D20s today. Okay, here's the one I'm gonna use. The eyeball one because he's undead.
This is epic though. You have a Draco Lich with an undead general on top of it, careening down in water with a gigantic shark and a small barbarian luchador on the back of it, like charging at each other.
Dwarf on a shark. Dwarf on a shark. Well, that's 28 to hit.
28 to hit. The shark, or I'm sorry, good lord, the undead dragon or Korrokos?
Korrokos.
Korrokos. 28 will miss.
Gasp. Okay. Alas. Each cries a single tear.
So as you just
wait, quick question: is it
Yeah.
careening into me, or is it like? Because I mean, if it hits me, that's a little bit more time for my friends to scatter.
No, as you're going up diagonally to reach him on like his south flank, he is going directly past you.
Sharky.
So as you swing the hammer, you get a lot of resistance from the water, and Korrokos' undead skull moves just way too much for a neck to move because again, there's just bone, there's no muscle. And as his head moves over his shoulders, he smiles at you and deflects the head of your hammer away with the blade of the War King. Continuing the dragon's path, he will end back where he started, or closer to everyone else, and he will make 2 strikes. The first one will be with its terrible, terrible jaws. Wow, that's a terrible roll. Shionibus, does a 27 hit you?
Yeah, by 1.
All right. With that, we'll get to you in just a second. With that, we now have the claw. Bite, and with one claw, just reaches around Shionibus and strikes Alona. Does
Don't smile like that behind your hand, PJ. Don't do that. I don't like that.
is a 33 a dirty crit?
Oh.
It's math. No, it's not. Because I've got a 24.
Oh my god.
1 point away.
Wait,
Hell
is
yes.
that from your level and up? Did that like come back go up?
Wait, no. What helped it go up was something. I think it's just.
I mean, yeah, maybe. It's still cool. Still badass.
Yeah, still like super clutch, like I am no man. Fuck you. Okay, so with that being said, as this attack, both attacks hit, well, they're not crits.
Wow.
Shionibus, you're going to be taking... Oh, thank God. Okay, you're going to be taking 31 piercing damage from its jaws and only 1 poison damage. So in total, I believe that is 32.
Okay. You better hug me. I swear to God. I'll hug you.
Alona, you're gonna be taking 22 slashing damage as the claw moves around Shionibus and finds purchase in your body.
Thanks for that.
Now, that is the end of the dragon's turn. Next up, we have Sidney.
Oh, good. Okay. So, okay. as my free action, I'm gonna hug Shionibus. So Shionibus, you're the second person that's been hit with a vital beacon, so you are going to get 4d4. So let me roll that really fast. No, 48. What am I saying? 48. Jeez, Pete's. Okay. Yes. You get 20 points of health back.
Ooh.
And as Ilona hugs you, she's going to summon her spiritual guardian, who, if you remember, was the one that killed Korrokos in season 1.
That's right.
Which honestly, if we're gonna be completely transparent, the spell I should not have had. I misread what level it was, but regardless, it's fine.
I digress.
Whatever.
I mean, you know, you're touched by the god, you know, all that stuff.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah. So, I summon the Guardian, and that is 2 actions to summon the Guardian, and I forget how many actions it is to strike with the Guardian, so I'm gonna look that up real fast. In the meantime, as Ilona is hugging Shionibus, you see this spiritual guardian she has one hand out, and this guardian shows up in front of her. And this guardian does not have a normal physical form. No, it keeps switching in between different people. At first, you see Ichi, and then you see Shionibus, and then you see Morel, and then you see Tobias, and then you see Lothier, and then you see Dragon. And it cycles through all of her friends simultaneously as it stands in front of everyone, shielding them from the horrible Draco Lich that tries to murder everything. So, Spiritual Guardian. Okay. It's a range of 120 feet, and it can be sustained for up to 1 minute. Okay. When I summon it, I can make a strike against it. Awesome. So that's all 2 actions. Jesus, this is a thick description for this freaking spell. My God.
I'm looking it up right now. It's really big.
Yeah. The Guardian strikes are melee spell attacks. The Guardian deals force equal to 2d8 plus your spell casting ability modifier. So that's a 5. Right? Spell casting ability mod, because it would be my key. And I cast with Wisdom, which is a max out at 5, right? Yeah.
Yes, it would be based off like your spell attack roll, basically.
Spell attack roll. Well, my spell attack roll is a total of 16 because my proficiency is 11, and 11 plus 5, so 16. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it would be level, proficiency, and wisdom modifier. So you're level 9, plus your wisdom is 4, and you are an expert?
Yes, so 16. Right?
No, that would be 17.
Well, look what I forgot to level up when I leveled up the rest of the character sheet. All right, so it would be 2d8 plus 17?
Oh, no. The 17 would be to hit. A bonus would be your wisdom modifier, so it'd be 2d8
So the
plus
5.
4. Yes.
5.
Oh, your wisdom at 20?
Yeah.
Yeah, then that would be 8. Absolutely.
Yes, I'm very smart. Okay, cool. So awesome. 2D. Nothing is stacks. Okay, cool. If I heighten it plus 2, it increases by 1d8. All right, I'm gonna do that.
Well, yeah, but it's a 5th level spell, meaning you'd have to have 7th level spell, meaning it'd be a 14 for that.
Well, never mind then, PJ.
I'm so sorry.
All right, let's do this. Okay, sweet. All right, so it's gonna strike for. Math is hard. Math is very difficult, especially when you're bad at it. Oh my God! Thank the Lord, I got a 29.
A 29 to hit who?
Korrokos.
Korrokos. Okay. 29 to hit Korrokos. 29 to hit Korrokos. That's gonna miss.
What?
Kill the
29
dragon.
to hit.
There is a floating hero point.
There is a floating hero point that F.E. Purton put out there a little while ago. Do you wish to use that hero point now?
That would be pretty dope if I could do
Alright.
that. 29 doesn't hit Korrokos.
Kill the dragon.
Nope.
Skeletons can't swim.
Oh! Sorry.
Wait. What is it?
Not a nat 20.
Yeah! Another chat nat 20! Hell yeah!
All
That's
right,
so
so
good.
go ahead and roll 2d8 plus 5 and double that damage.
This
Chat, I hope
spell,
you know how powerful you are.
this spell hates this guy. It hates this guy.
Mess
It
him
has a
up.
history.
Mess him up.
It does. It does have a history with them. Plus 5.
Also, Randy, yes, it is.
Okay.
I have that
That's-
emote in a t-shirt.
That's 32 damage.
32 damage. All right, Korrokos gets hit. Korrokos gets hit for another 32 damage.
Yeah. Okay.
Is it considering bludgeoned? Is it considered what type of damage is it considered?
I don't. It says a melee spell attack. I don't know. I mean, my deity is Aphros, and she's lawful good, so I don't know if it's good damage.
Here we go. The Guardian
feels
deals
really good.
force damage equal to 2d8 plus your spellcasting ability modifier. Okay, so it's just force. That's good to know.
Okay. Cool.
Awesome. So yeah, as you just expend this energy and you see this massive guardian coming out of you, it's taking the form of all of your mentioned characters, everyone, including Tobias and Morel. And as they're just prepping this shot, one of them finally just slams the blow right into Korrokos in the back of this undead dragon, who just crack hits the blow. And Shunibus would understand because right now he's speaking Orcish as he just turns his head slowly and he's just like, "The pacifist has returned."
Pacifist.
Listen.
That was his little derogatory nickname for Alona. It was like, "Hello, pacifist," because that was her whole thing. She never killed anyone, and she killed him.
She's
I don't know who
Yeah,
that
she
is.
got a pacifist into
Man.
his face.
Season, season 2, Alona's like notching people into her belt at this point.
Yeah, just, there's Alona like pacifist. I don't know her.
It's called character development, okay?
Look, he's been
Not
underwater for a
issues.
year. He hasn't been here for your arc. All right,
Her murder arc?
her murder arc. All right, so with Sidney's turn done, next up we go to Korrokos, who absolutely, he is just in a world of a target-rich environment. He sees the pacifist, he sees the heretic, and his mind is trapped in a war that ended 1 year ago, a war that was so bitter and important to him. And I am going to be extremely mean. Sidney, I need from you and Shionibus both
Oh.
will saves. That's
Thought I
the
was
first
in the
one that'll be
clear.
rolled right now.
Thought I was
Oh no,
in
wait.
the
I'm so sorry. I forgot you critted earlier. Sidney doesn't have to make a will save, but Shionibus does have to make a will save. Who else is within 30 feet of Korrokos now that he's down here?
We swam 35
We're up.
feet up. Yeah.
So you
we're
two are
probably,
away.
like 5 feet away.
Absolutely. Wes, did
What-
Dragon, where was Dragon when you took that shot?
I'm actually not sure. I think he was still near the like sword and the stone at that point.
Okay. So yeah, you'd be at least 30 plus. You're not going to be in this.
Okay.
So, Shunibus, what's that will DC, please?
That's not
So
good.
funny thing.
Mhm.
Wait, we got another hero point, right?
No.
You got a bonus one at the start of this fight. If you've used 2 at this point, I think you're all done.
Okay. I only used one
Did you roll a nat one?
because that was a nat one.
Oh my god, another one!
You do not want that
That's
right
like
now.
9 of them. Oh no.
Yeah, we sure have been rolling a lot of those.
It's fine.
Also, Grey Wolf _121 says, "What about Shionobis's held action until the Lich got into range?"
That's a very good point. Now, the hold action was okay. I remember now. So when this is done, I will allow them to shoot at Korrokos or the dragon, depending on which one they want to shoot.
Cool. That's a 31 for a will save.
31 for will save. You're good. You're good. You're good. Go ahead and roll that attack. We'll go from there.
Ah, you little bitch.
Yeah. Thank you, Grey Wolf. We need.
Thank you so much for reminding me, Grey Wolf. Like I said, I will forget.
Yeah.
And so will we.
True. So, one of them's going to be a 29 to hit.
It's gonna miss.
The other one's a 40.
That is going to be a dirty crit.
Yes!
Yeah!
Oh,
Get
God,
wrecked!
I hate this man with all of my being. I need another. Okay. Okay.
What's it say?
I never want to anger Shionobis ever.
Yeah, that's a good thing. That's
Oh.
60.
60? Okay.
60.
Now, I looked up the amazing rune that's in your weapon. You're using your bow and arrow, right?
Yes, I am.
Yes. Your rune has a homebrewed, your bow has a homebrewed rune called the Rune of the Reaper. So, that 60 damage hits Korrokos. You see Korrokos, the arrow starts to move into him, and you see the purple coursing energy of that undead negative damage start to feed into his undead flesh. And then you see it start to change color into a bright red as the arrow hits him hard in the chest. The Rune of the Reaper negates any negative healing or undead resistance to negative damage. That went directly to his life points.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, that's awesome.
I was terrified.
That's so
for a
cool.
moment there. PJ, that was really good suspense on your part because me as a player was 2 seconds away from running and crying.
So the arrow just finds its home, and you see Korrokos just staring at this arrow, feeling the Dewat call his empty husk of a body, and he looks at you and just goes, "You heretic, how dare you!" All in Orcish, just loathing you.
In Orcish, can I just be like, Daddy's calling?
Ooh. Okay. With that, you see his head was just about to look at Shionobis. I'm sorry, about to look at Alona. And you say that, and he immediately turns back to you. And his exposed orbital bones start to move and flex and bend, and in his eyes, the green sickly flame of the soul well begin to grow brighter and brighter until almost his entire head is aflame with the green fires of death. Give me a will save, Shionobis.
Not that dice. This dice.
Yes!
Did you?
That's a nat 20.
Yeah! What is going on this stream? Holy crap!
I'm loving this. He looks at you with his new ability, Gaze of the Grave. If
my
you were to
God.
fail this, you would gain the Doom 1 trait. A critical fail would make it a Doom 2 trait. Doom makes you one step closer to automatically dying. As you look at him and you can feel the soul well, you can feel Korumat, you can feel Thane Animus, you remember this is not your realm of death. The Duat stands behind you, and above you, like a proud father and a happy king, Anubis says, "Not this day."
That's
Holy
awesome.
shit.
And with rage unbridled, he raises the blade of the War King and swings at you, Shionibis.
That's fine. As long as it's not an Olona.
It's whatever. It's fine.
Okay.
This
So
is fine.
that was metal as hell, and now I'm scared because I need to know if a 38 is a dirty crit.
Oh.
Ooh, yeah.
It's a dirty crit?
that's-
A 38? Yeah.
38.
Yeah, PJ.
That's pretty.
So look, I don't know, maybe you have a 29 armor class and then it wouldn't have been? I don't know. I need to know these things.
Oh, wait. What is Ichi's armor class? Out of curiosity.
24.
I have the highest AC in the group. Oh no.
What's
I'm-
yours?
28?
Yeah.
Oof.
That doesn't surprise me. Because you know what, Wes? You're the one who always runs and fights things, right? And I mean,
True.
Ichi does too, but Ichi's like, yo, I'm going to wrestle you and then throw you.
There it is.
I mean, at this point, though, in the campaign, we're all running and fighting stuff. Like,
It's true.
I feel like Ichi knocks him down before they are like even get a chance to acknowledge her.
that's fair.
Yeah.
That's why everyone keep doing your push-ups.
Now, if you remember with Korrokos from season 1, the strength of the blade is mighty, but the real power from Korrokos comes from his passive damage. So,
Worth it.
yeah, this gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt real bad. Make sure I got that right. Let's see.
We still got duct tape.
I forgot about these guys.
We might be duct taping her body parts back on.
It's fine.
DJ did
It's
not
fine.
just say we forgot about these guys.
Okay.
No.
You,
Why
can
are
leave
you
them where they
saying
were.
it like that?
Hold on. I need to do my math over again.
What's happening? No.
Yeah, you do because
Y'all, this
what,
is
4, 7, 9, 2. I'm scared.
We're all gonna be looking at Janobis like, Fishy, why are you sleeping?
No!
Don't say that. Please don't.
Wow.
I want to preface this by saying how sorry I am.
No, you're not. I see that smile, PJ.
With the critical effect of the Blade of the War King, he has done to Shionibis 100 damage on the dot. The blade has only gotten more powerful in its rest, and as he swings it, he cuts clean through. If you are dying, you are now at dying 2. And it is a good thing that you did not get Doom, because if you got Doom, that would start you at dying 3. Minimum.
Wait, why am I at dying 2?
Because he crit you.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Critical rules. If a critical strike
I'm
would
at
bring
dying
you
2,
to death,
guys.
you'd be at dying 2. Now, that being said,
Cool.
on your body is a very familiar green flame that Korrokos and Malthenrax used to almost destroy Agrippa upon Aubert. A persistent green burn. With that, Korrokos has one more action, and he will use it to two hands grab his weapon, giving him a reach, and striking for Alona.
God fucking damn it.
I hate this
Oh.
man.
I need to know, Alona, is a 34 a dirty crit on you?
I'm going. Yes.
Okay.
Son
With
of
the
a-
penalty?
With the penalty.
Oh,
All I got.
Lord almighty.
Dragons will be pissed in a second here. He's already pissed.
Hug myself.
Okay. This is kind of cute. With this dirty crit, he hits you for 99 damage. One less than Shionibis.
I mean, I'm laughing because I can't do like the tears are no longer there.
If I don't laugh, I'll cry. Yeah.
Oh.
So I need to know, are you dying?
Yes.
You are now dying too.
Wow.
Yes. And with that, Korrokos ends his turn. He has activated both his rage and his smite, everything. He's getting a lot of damage on the back end, but he is still a limited creature. He can rage, he can smite, he can swing, and he can gaze of the grave. And there's a few other tricks here and there. That being said, with Korrokos done, Sidney, it's your turn. I need you to make a recovery check. You need to roll on a flat d20, a 12 up, to not die worse.
12 and up?
I can do that. I can totally do that. Question about my body. Does my spell Vital Beacon go away when I die?
That's a good question. I'm going to say yes.
Shit. Well, there goes that. Good thing we already used it twice. Okay. You gave us a hero point at the beginning of this, right?
A bonus hero point, that's correct.
I don't think I used it, and I already used Effie Burton's special hero point. I don't think I used it.
I don't think you did.
I don't think I
roll
did.
on that
Yeah.
one, Sidney?
Can I use it now?
You can use it now to either re-roll or burn it, therefore not getting any more hero points for this session, to come back from the dead automatically at 1 HP.
I forgot we can do that!
Yes.
Do that one!
I'm doing that.
You're doing that? Okay.
No more hero points for me.
This session, cool.
I love it. It's like, who cares? There's 30 minutes left in the session.
Yeah.
Use it.
Doing that.
So, Alona, in this moment, for the narrative drama's sake, you just witness your best friend once again reaped before you, hewn and cut down by Korrokos. And as he looks to you, the blood still on the blade, he swings it and cuts through you too. As you start everything getting darker in your vision, what is that thing that brings you back, that makes your bended knee not break, that puts you back on your toes?
I think in a split second. What? Shut the fuck up! That.
It's okay, the chat's saying it too. The chat's saying it too.
Alanu Field says Morel. Wes says Morel's booty. So like,
I mean, you can't have Morel's booty
different.
without Morel. I'm just saying it's two halves of the same juicy coin.
Wait, are you saying that his booty is half of him? Oh my god.
We're falling apart here.
Oh god, the drama and laughs have been insane tonight, y'all. What the hell's going on?
We're stressed because we're dying, right? Okay, so in a split second, this happens in Alona's head. Afra actually comes down to her, and Afra asks her if she's ready to go. And Alona remembers all the memories that she's had with everybody, knowing that Shionibus was just taken down. Knowing that she still has so much life to live, and she hasn't even completed the mission she's initially set out to do, as she's been saying over and over and over and over and over again, 5,000 times. And then she remembers Morel and the fact that they've just gotten started. And all of a sudden, from her heart, light bursts out of it, and she sits up gasping for air and stares Korrokos down in the eyes and goes, "Not yet, buddy."
Korrokos looks to you, and this time in common, you can hear a small quiver of doubt as he says, "Pacifist no more. All right then. Let this be our final fight, little one." Now, I'm going to be gracious and give you 2 actions for this turn.
Oh. Oh. Okay.
So what are you going to do with the rest of your turn?
Was my spiritual guardian dispelled? I'm assuming because I died.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm gonna use Rebuke Death, and I'm gonna bring Shionibus back to life. What's up?
Question before you use that.
Okay.
PJ, I have toughness. Am I still up?
No, toughness
Okay.
gives you more HP.
I thought it just gave you 1. Like if you were down, it brought you back to 1.
No.
Okay. I just want to make sure.
I think Die Hard and toughness give you an easier roll to recover, but yes.
Cool.
Yeah, Die Hard is you die from dying condition 5 rather than 4.
Yes, and one of those
Got
2,
it. Okay.
I think it might be both of them combined, make it so that when you roll to recover from death, it's 1 less, but that's a different thing altogether.
I'm gonna bring you back, okay?
Thanks. I
Okay,
appreciate it.
cool. Alright, Rebuke Death. So she gets 3d6 HP, and she's no longer dead. No more dead. No more
No
dead
dead.
for Shionibus.
No, Dad, not today.
Not
Not today.
This is that like Captain America moment. I can do this all day. Please don't find out. Please
Don't
don't
make me
find
do this
out.
all day.
Like missing a
can't do this
chunk
all.
out of Captain America. It's just like
Alright, you get 15 HP.
Sick.
Yeah, and that's actually only 1 action. So with my final action, what can I do? I forget. With my final action, I'm gonna heal you another D10. Haha. I'm gonna use a heal on you.
Surprise!
Bless.
Korrokos just like, what the hell, man? Like,
I'm doing all of my hard work.
Why are you fixing everything I'm breaking? What is this bullshit?
just Ichi wrapping everyone in duct tape.
He's just like, no.
No.
Okay, so
add another
yeah.
11 HP to that, Shionibus.
Good. All right. So with Sidney's turn being done in a very impressive dramatic action, it's the Undead Dragon turn. I technically should have done that first, but I forgot the
no.
Undead Dragon is going to go.
I thought the Undragon already went.
You're right. Wait,
Yeah,
yes,
he did
yes, he
go,
did because he
swam
clawed.
down and then clawed. And
Yeah.
Yes.
PJ.
I'm like, don't you dare! Don't you dare, sir!
You did.
I was like, I'm pretty sure.
So that means, if I'm doing my math right, and I think I might have like wobbled a bit of stuff back and forth, it is now Wes's turn.
Dragon gets to go! They're rolling so low. So, first action, True Strike.
Oh, you want to kill these? Okay.
I want to murder this man! He just hit my friends really hard! So, I'm casting True Strike.
Mm-hmm.
I also still have a hero point. And I'm spell striking with... Wait, actually, before they do that, from where they are to where I am, is there any of my friends behind them in, say, a 60-foot cone?
Since fighting underwater is a 360-degree combative environment, I'm going to say you can easily find an angle where there will not be anyone behind them in a 60-foot.
Excellent! I'm spell striking with Cone of Cold. I'm gonna
All right.
if it doesn't kill him, he's gonna freeze his ass to the wall. Giant block of, like, I'm turning him into a Korrokos sickle. Korrokos sickle.
Rockasicle.
Alright, so that was a decent roll. That's so much better! That's a 19 on the die face, which makes it a 40 to hit.
40?
Oh my
A
god.
40, PJ.
That is a dirty crit.
No fucking way.
And I know the ability you want to use.
I already used it. I used it last turn before. Remember? That was my last action to activate the thing.
Yeah.
So all my damage is maxed.
Yes.
Oh dear God. Okay, well, we've just knocked the other clip of this out of the water with how much damage is about to happen. So I'm gonna just do the Cone of Cold first because that's 12d6. So that's 72 damage by itself.
And did you double? You doubled that, right?
That's not doubled.
So that's 144. Okay.
Oh my god.
Plus my weapon. So that's
Yes.
3d12. So that's 36 doubled. It's just another 72 damage.
36 double. Yeah, 72. Yep.
Plus 1d6 fire damage from my rune. So 6 damage and 12 from the and then 6 from the holy rune. So that's another 12. So it was 170. Wait, it was 144 plus 72. So that's 200 and
You're at 228 with everything.
You're at 228.
228 plus the 12.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 228, and then the extra 12 damage from me getting the extra, like the lethal or whatever the extra d12 is. So that's 240 damage.
240 damage. You have the holy rune on that weapon, right?
I do have the holy
And he's
rune on that
undead.
weapon, and he's undead.
That becomes 260 damage as you need to tell me the tale of how you kill both Korrokos and the undead dragon
Yes!
as your friends are clinging to life.
Okay, so he sees Chionobus go down first. Then he sees Alona get slashed. And, like, if anyone was looking at him, Dragon gets this fury. And you see the water start to turn to ice around him. As, like, you literally watch as the ice goes from his chest through his arm into the gun when he slams the side of it. And as he fires his rifle, there's this path of ice that follows the round, impacting him, and you just see this massive cone of ice hit throughout, and the bullet follows it through, shattering every piece of bone as it goes straight through the ice, and it just, like,
Korrokos' newly formed hand slowly unfurls around the blade of the War King. This ominous, luminous green blade floats above as his body shatters into a million pieces. The undead dragon beneath him roars, and a mighty sickly green flame from both their frames rip and pull and find themselves back, like all undead souls must go, to the soul well. You have destroyed for a second time General Korrokos, bastard general and king of the Green Army.
You're right! It was the last time, motherfucker!
I want to imagine there was like that split second where Korrokos, like, blade raised, turns to look and just goes, "You're new," and then
Who is Blue Man of Shark Boy?
I'm new and blue, baby!
you are not Woodward. So, you have conquered this amazing fight, and I'm gonna just a little look behind the curtain. Both of them had resistance to cold damage. It didn't matter. You did so much damage. You overwhelmed it and killed them both still.
That's incredible.
Now, with that being said, with the special ability of your weapon exhausted and the fight over, the thing you came for is hovering above you, like a sickly green lantern. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. A sickly green light
Green Lantern.
hovering above you, the blade of the War King above you, for your grasp. Right there. What are you gonna do?
One of us has got to touch it.
Is are Ichi and Loki are still in the higher
Well,
above us,
we're
right?
at 35 feet. We weren't even that far. Like, we were just 5 feet, like, past
Out
where
of the range.
yeah.
Yeah.
Is it closer to you guys?
I don't know. I don't think so. I think it's closer to you guys. but that's up to PJ because it swam past us to get to you guys.
I'm gonna say it's equidistant between both groups. It's
Okay.
literally able for
I will
anyone
go
to
and touch it because everyone is afraid.
both here.
And, yeah,
I mean,
Give me a
Dragon will
little
go
stave.
grab it. Yeah.
Oh.
I already
As
said
you
it.
swim,
Go for
Me.
it. Go for it.
Yes.
Go no,
As
go
you
for it.
as you swim down in your like, I assume your shark form.
Yes. And then
I just like pat you on your fin. It's like you got this. You got
Alright.
this.
and then you see him sort of let you off. He transforms back into his human form, and he reaches out to touch this blade. What stupid thing happens to me, PJ?
So you reach out to touch the blade. Give me a will save, just like the last druid who tried to handle the weapon.
Okay.
It was.
It is our druid.
It was a woodwort. What?
Uh-huh.
Did you?
What is it?
Did you roll enough 20?
No freaking way! That's
What is
amazing.
happening?
I don't know.
This is
Dude.
bonkers.
Japanese.
Oh my
Never
god.
mind. But
So I'm just telling you right now, the DC was a very hard for your level will save, which means it would have been a 31 will save, and you just critically succeeded. I might have done that wrong, but it's all right, it doesn't matter. The point is, you killed it. Now, your hands wrap around the blade. As you hold on to the blade, your mind immediately travels back home to Brack. And as you stand in the mud fields carrying this mighty weapon in your hands, you see corn, potatoes, trees, verdant life growing through the mud. You're seeing a garden. You're seeing roses. You're seeing tomatoes. You're seeing life. Life in the dead mud fields of home everywhere, and it's beautiful. And then a fire begins. A fire that scorches the green to ash. You see armies of countries you don't know stomping out the ash and fire, and a voice in your head. Wouldn't it just be so simple? Wouldn't it just be so good if for once people could work together? What'll make them work together? I can bring everything to work together. This is not a lie. This is truth that they are trying to take from you, Lothia. You and I, we can make such beautiful green grow.
I have a question, PJ.
Mm-hmm.
Is this the same voice that I heard when I touched the dagger?
No. This is a different voice.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna ask it what it wants.
The only thing I've ever wanted. Same thing I offered Korrokos. The same thing I offered Woodward. The same thing I offer you. I want to change this world. I want to save it from its own inevitability. Whether that means I burn to rubble or I bring the green to life. I've only ever wanted one thing. Peace. In my time.
He looks out on the fields. This place he called home, and a place he's never known to look like this. And there's a part of him that so badly wants to say yes. But there's a face and a promise that he made to one person from the Platinum Hammer. He promised that he would fight as a friend and help protect. And even though all he wants to do is say yes, he just can't. And he refuses.
Standing in front of you now, not even the mud in the ashen field of home that you see a large figure, green metal plate, a long flowing cape, a crown of gnarled gold coming from a plate helm of green emerald. Standing above you, tall, so tall to make a grown man feel like a child again, the Green King stands before you. He bends the knee, and with a big finger, lifts your chin till your eyes meet. The plate begins to break away one by one, and you see the face of Korrokos, the draconic god of corruption, the venom of his people. And he looks to you like a godfather upon a little immortal child, and he says, "You are not the first druid to besmirch my gifts. This I swear. You will have your green if you don't wield my blade, but you will have it when the flooding stops, when the tidal waves quell, and your home of mud becomes a damp, moist stain on my planet. Good day, Lothier. I look forward to everything." And with that, the fire fades, the armies vanish. Brack is still mud, but it is still home. And as you open your eyes, you see that your hands are slowly uncurling from the blade of the War King.
I saw Korma.
You what?
I don't know how. He said he spoke to a druid sometime before me. That he promised something to him. He promised that we'd be able to help Brack. But I turned him down, and we've got to end this. Because he said the only way I'll ever see green on Brack is after the flood. I refuse. God, I refuse to let that thing win.
Dragon's gonna swim over to Lothier and like embrace him. Like just goes and holds him and just be like, "It's alright. There's not gonna be a flood, Lothier. We're gonna stop it and Brack is gonna be fine." And
Out of here.
he's just gonna like hold him and be like, "Right now, our friends need your help, though. They're hurt. Focus on helping them, and then we'll take it one step at a time from there, alright?"
Right. And he heads over to his friends, looking at the sword, because he's let go of the sword after that vision, right?
It's hovering in your hands, yeah.
Yeah, we've got to take this back, but whoever touches it is going to be tempted by this man. This guy. I refuse to call it a god.
When you say that, Dragon looks at you and the sword and is just like, "I should not touch it then."
because I know what my temptation would be.
Lothier, would you mind putting it in my bag?
Sort of slowly put it into the bag. And as he lets it go, there's a moment of just him taking a deep breath, trying to calm himself back down. And then he turns to everyone and he says, well, it's like we got what we came for, huh?
Yeah, and we all did it. We all did it together. That's the one thing Korrokos never really had. It's like cool friends. He had a dragon. He had like undeath and stuff, but you guys are cooler.
Yeah, he's still lost.
Yeah.
You're right.
Dragon.
Right, well.
I was gonna say Dragon's immediately gonna go check on Ilona and Gianopis.
Yeah, I'm gonna head over there.
I'm a little rough.
Oh, I forgot. I only have 1 HP left.
Yeah, you do.
Ichi comes over and all right, hold still.
And that is where we're going to end episode 44, season 2, Edge of Legend, with the blade safely in the heroes of tomorrow's care. Arbad can do nothing but watch from a distance and fade into the deep waters of the Adelthon Ocean. But that's a success. And the world being saved is one step closer to fruition. Now there's only the question of making sure Tobias is tempered and going to the world of the undead where Kormat and Thane Animus live? So we're going to look at that next episode 45 and see where the heroes of tomorrow decide to go. But that being said, let's say our goodnights and our goodbyes, starting with Wes. Wes, please tell us who you are and where we can find you on that sweet, sweet internet.
Hi everyone, I'm Wes, the stressed blue man, and you can find me on the internet at Wes_IRL on all of the interweb thingy-more-bobbers. And if you enjoy the role play that myself, Sidney, and Randy do, we also are on a show called Gravehaven, which is a horror adventure where I don't play quite the insane man. But yeah, so check us out there on Q Times on Fridays.
Yeah. And next up, we got Sidney. Sidney, please tell us who you are, where we can find you on that sweet, sweet internet.
Yalla! My name, of course, again, is Sidney Rubino. You can find me all over the internet at Sidney Rubino. That's Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. As Wes mentioned, Randy, Wes, and I are on another stream on Q Times called Gravehaven. That streams 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and that is a grim, dark, like Southern Gothic show. So if that sounds really interesting to you, if you like the dark stuff, come on over. It's a lot of fun. And yeah, other things are happening, but of course production is a bitch and you can't talk about it until it's ready, because you never know what's gonna fall through the cracks, because that's just how life happens. I'm done.
Lotus new single.
Well, next up we got Sam. Sam, please tell us who you are and where we can find you on that sweet, sweet internet.
Well, hello, it's me, Sam. You can find me all over the internet at Hey Sam Sterling. And you won't find me here next week because I'm gonna be out of the country for the first time in my entire life.
Wait, really?
Congrats!
Yeah, I will be in London next week, and yeah, and then the week after that I'll be in like Georgia visiting some family. And so yeah, Sam goes on vacation. but I hope you all stay alive.
Can't
Do that
make
for
any
me,
promises.
please.
Can't
Cross.
make any promises.
So that's it for me. I love you guys.
Well, next up, we got Kylie. Kylie, please tell us who you are and where we can find you on that sweet, sweet internet.
Hello, I'm Kylie, or I go by Kai. It really doesn't matter at this point. You can find me at Kai's Wonderful Life all over the internet, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, all that good stuff. When I am not here, find me on my socials because I'm not anywhere else currently. I do have a couple of projects in the works, so kind of keep an eye out for that and whatnot. It's going to be a lot of fun, but keep an eye out. That's all I got.
Well, next and certainly not least, the survivor of the blade himself, Randy. Please tell us who you are and where we can find you on that sweet, sweet internet.
Hey everybody, I'm Randy Alvarenga. You can follow me on Twitter at RollerRaja and Hive, please on Hive, because Twitter. At RollerRaja, that's ROLLERRAJA. To find out some of the stuff I'm up to. I'm doing some cool stuff like over on Band of Badgers, which is an English channel. I'm doing like the Alien RPG. I'm over on Q Times with these two wonderful people playing Gravehaven. I'm also doing Harbingers, which will be coming out soon, and then like a really cool project with maybe some people here. Who knows?
Yeah. Well, that's the little me. My name is PJ Megaw. You can find me all over the internet at PJ Megaw, Facebook, Insta. I almost said Fistbook. Can we make that like a boxing fighting?
Don't Google it.
No,
Don't
that's-
Google it.
Don't Google it.
Nope.
Mm-mm. My name is PJ Megaw. You can find me all over the internet at PJ Megaw, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Technically on Hive. I should go back on Hive. Anyway, you can find me there. And when I'm not here with these amazing legends on Wednesdays, you can find me here Mondays, same that time, same that channel, 8 to 11 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for Wayward Arcadium. They too just survived the big boss fight this week and next week, because they are at the Arcana Miriam, the college in Galarian. They have to have finals. That's right. They just survived the big bad evil guy, and now they have to take a test. But tune in to see who passes their tests and who fails and all that great stuff. And yeah, after that, we're gonna have a Q&A for Wayward Arcadium. And also we have some other cool stuff. Well, I'm seeing a face. Was it? Oh my God, Effie Burton! Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for the subs, Effie Burton. Oh my God. We had someone in earlier who mentioned they really wanted to sub and couldn't. I really wish they could get, but you know what? We'll get it again. Lorland Locke, are they ending? Yes, unfortunately, we're ending the episode for the night. So sorry. Hopefully we catch you again next time. Let me get myself back to my goodbyes. I have amazing stuff coming out with QCG, happening on new projects, and a bunch of other stuff I've been working on for a long time. So I'll tell you more when I can. Huge thank you to my cast and crew. Oh, and as I'm doing the math on your XP, looks like you all are level 10 now.
Oh, yes. Excellent.
The heroes of the world are now level 10. Y'all, it's about to get spicy. So there's some really cool stuff also for the players that I've been saving. If they can find it in the story, there's some cool homebrew content that some of them are going to be getting. And we'll get to that later. That being said, let's say our goodbyes. What should our raid cry be?
It should 100% be not today, because we
Not
said
today.
it like 20 times in this episode.
Not today, Satan.
Not today.
Oh my God.
All right, not today is going to be our raid cry. I see some friends of ours that are on. I want to make sure they're still on. I don't want to raid them when they're going to beddy bye, because it is pretty lady bye. Okay, it looks like they're still up, which means we're going to be raiding Paul Dances.
Yay!
Midnight. I think they go until later.
Good.
I know we'll raid them.
Yeah. Well, so everyone's level 10, and there's going to be some fun stuff. And next week, we may be losing a Sam, but we're going to be gaining some new plots. So we'll see what happens next week on Edge of Legend. We're going to be raiding in 3.
Raid dance.
Was it?
Raid dance.
Raid dance. 3, 2, 1, raiding.